that boom. Drop that boom.
Drop that boom. Podcast 8?
Yeah.
Podcast 8?
100%.
Almost a 10.
Yeah.
Complete number.
Yeah. Amy, how are we going to have the dog at the podcast?
9.
Are you,
Podcast
what,
9.
is it your,
Is it 9?
is it 9?
Oh, yeah, 9. That's right, Randy's
yeah.
8. Randy's
That's
8.
right. Randy was 8. This is 9.
So we got 2 really special guests today. Met them a couple years ago. I've just developed a good friendship with them. One of them is really funny, and the other one is really great. Moonshiner. He's funny too, or Master Distiller, but he's funny too. But his wife is probably a step above most people when it comes to comedy. She's I think she taught what's his name, Grayson.
Oh, yeah.
I can't ever pronounce the last name. Magagaga. Magawe.
Yeah,
Magu.
exactly.
Magaha.
Yeah.
How you say his last name?
Magahahi.
That's it. Magaha. She taught him how to be a comedian, just so y'all know. So when Grayson, when you see this, you can, send sponsorship money, contracts, events.
Absolutely.
But all right, so introduce yourself for us, buddy.
I'm Daniel Stevens. I'm contestant on Master Distiller last year, season 8, episode 6. Jimmy Red Corn Reborn. Other than that, I do a little farming most of the time, and
A little.
We got quite a big farm.
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say, I think a little more than a little.
we have 140,000 chickens and 100 head of beef cattle.
You know what I think would be a really awesome thing? You should invite them out to help you walk chickens and take care of the cows and stuff one day.
Yeah, we should do that.
Bo, I'll be on that like a hoe on a ham sandwich. You just don't know. All right.
My name is Beth Stevens. I go by Bennett Peach online on TikTok, Instagram.
She talks fast. That's Bennett Peach.
I'm sorry.
She's,
I think I'm probably the only Southern person that actually doesn't talk slow.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Yeah.
When I went to her show, I literally, I had these special earbuds, and they slowed down when she spoke.
Listen, whenever I opened for Grayson that night, and I
Grayson
saw,
Magaya.
yeah, when I opened for Grayson that night in Raleigh, and I saw y'all sitting out front, I didn't know that y'all were there, and I peed a little. I ain't even gonna lie. I was so nervous that y'all were gonna throw a tomato or something at me. You suck! Get out of here!
You were hilarious. So both of them are being really modest. So Daniel did more than be on Master Distiller. We'll talk about that in just a couple minutes.
Wait a minute. You ain't finished introducing.
Oh,
And
the star of the show.
This is Juju. He is just a golden doodle with a lot of separation.
If there was a world medal for any dog that bought absolutely nothing, he would have it every year.
Woo woo. That's right.
He's the cutest in the room.
That's right.
Look at that face.
He's the most
Look at
that face. So,
You look like
podcast
a
with dogs.
Muppet.
That's what we're doing. Podcast. So anyway, we'll get to the accolades in a minute because that's part of their story. But so you want to be called Ben? I mean, what?
You can just call me Beth.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if
Sure.
we want to use your
The cat's out of the bag. I mean,
Okay, well, I just didn't know.
I tried to stay anonymous for years.
And you saw, that's why I said before I went any further, I didn't know what.
In order for me to be verified on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
you had to use, at the time, you had to use your real name.
Oh, so that synced them together.
Yeah, so that kind of synced them together. Because I was Bennett Peach on Facebook for like a year. And then because people kept stealing my content and reposting it, and you can't do anything about it unless you're verified.
Yep.
So I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to bite the bullet and pay the $14.49 a month. Mark.
That's probably what? One chicken? You just said one chicken?
Well, my thing is YouTube just verified me, and I don't have to pay for that. I just woke up one day and there was a check mark beside my name on YouTube, and I'm like,
Can I ask you a question?
okay.
Yep.
How come it ain't the same way with marriage? How come we're always paying for that?
it never ends.
Listen, don't.
No, I'm a kept man these
He's a
days.
kept man
I don't
these
say
days.
that. I'm a kept man these days. I went to Alaska for 2 weeks on her dime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Why
I
did
mean,
you come? I'd have watched the chickens and the cows.
Yeah. Well,
We didn't have none.
We didn't have none.
y'all had
We had cows, but we didn't have no
Didn't have
chickens.
140,000 chickens.
Nope.
Not at the time,
And
no.
and like I say, she paid for everything the whole time. I mean, everybody says it's joint money, but that's the first thing we ever done was right after we got
Oh, I
married.
don't say joint, I
We
say
separated our money,
Really?
and for-
We have separate checking
for
accounts.
27 years we've had separate checking
Oh yeah,
accounts.
we do too. I have one and he has.
Oh, no, we don't. No. You have one and I don't have one. Why don't you tell the truth?
I mean, that's true too.
I mean, if we don't, this podcast is, faith-based.
Truth
You
based.
can't lie.
Truth. I'm not lying.
You can't lie
I'm
about
not
it.
lying.
I know. I don't have one.
Yeah.
I don't even have a debit card.
Well, Ronnie, that's because you and technology went out like a long time ago.
No, Amy, it's because my money keeps going out of my checking account a long time ago, and the card wouldn't work
Boy,
anyway.
what money?
That's
Exactly.
exactly. Wow, man.
Hold on, mom and dad are fighting.
So, how long have y'all been together?
29 years.
Have you
29 years.
really?
29 years.
So you met early 20s, teens?
I was 18 when
I was
we
gonna
met.
say it had to be.
Yeah, and
wow.
I was 19, and I was almost 20 when we met. Yeah, and she was 19.
So,
He
did
stalked
18.
me.
Yeah.
you go to school together or just
Mhm.
no?
No, we went to separate high schools.
Same town, same
Basically.
Sort of, yeah.
county?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you doing in high school?
As little as possible.
I was a jock. I was a jock. I
Were
was
you
an
a jock?
athlete.
What'd you
yeah.
play?
I played football, wrestling, baseball, and threw the shot put for the track team.
Really?
Yep.
What position in
Okay.
football?
Center most of the time, and I played defensive tackle.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I played at a small. I played at a small high school.
Well,
and we had
no,
to play
back
both
then
ways.
tackles weren't what they were now, but
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
now they all 6'6", 320 pounds.
But I played that. I wrestled in college at UNC
Did you
Pembroke.
really? Oh, you went to Pembroke?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to do a wrestling show there next week.
Oh, nice.
Serious, sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not the kind of wrestling you would do.
Yeah.
But
It's
we'll be down there with
wrestling.
Boogie Woogie Man.
There's wrestling and there's wrestling.
Yeah, well, that's
That's
wrestling.
right.
Wrestling.
Right, that's
Wrestling.
Yes, I
That's
agree.
wrestling. Well, actually, we're down there. At that one, I think we were Ricky Morton and the Dawsons. So some good guys. But
Oh, yeah.
so you were a college athlete, and what'd you do after high school? Work like the rest of us?
I joined the military.
Did you really? I would have never put you as a military.
Yeah, I joined the military when I was 17.
Did you really?
hmm I did. I was a truck driver in the Army National Guard.
Wow.
All
You
right.
still need a job,
I haven't driven a.
but you can start again. It's never too late.
I, no, I
I'm
have a
saying.
job.
Yeah, I know, but you
I
need a
talk
part-time
crap on
job.
the internet.
I mean, well, yeah, but you can do that from a truck.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Look at the content you could have though.
I mean,
I
yeah.
don't really want to. I don't feel like listening to the lot lizards and the.
What's wrong with lizards?
I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay.
I said lot lizards.
Well, I mean, I am a lot
Not
lizard.
lizard lick.
Lizard lick lot.
Oh my gosh.
This
You
conversation's
just
going.
came with him.
This conversation's going to crap already.
I mean, I know it wouldn't be fun, but let's go repost
The only
something.
money you can really make,
know.
because I actually worked for a small trucking business during COVID and stuff. I was a personal assistant to the lady that ran it. And you don't really make a whole lot of money is if you're not doing like long haul anymore.
Yeah.
Like because you have to broker it and you have to pay for somebody to help you broker it because they talk to the people for you and then you have to have somebody that invoices it for you. Like it's just a whole thing. It's not as simple as
Everybody's
it used to
taking a
be.
piece of it.
Yeah,
Yep.
everybody's got to have their little piece of their pie. So, and that's what makes goods and never mind. Don't even get me started.
I get it. So
Don't even get me
how
started.
did you get into farming?
My dad.
Really?
He
So
started
you grew
farm.
up on a farm?
I grew up on a farm.
What kind of
yeah.
farm? An animal farm or?
Animal farm. Always. When I was young, we had horses and had cows. We bred horses. He would show them in the quarter horse shows and stuff like that. And then we went into cows, and then we started building chicken houses and raising chickens.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty interesting, man. I
Yeah.
mean, really, quarter horse showing quarter horse. That's a bit. Our son's into rodeos now, and they all
Yeah.
got on in horses. And I knew when we were younger we had them, and believe it or not, I grew up farming backer. But
Yeah,
we
yeah,
grew
yeah.
up on a little farm. Daddy always planted all the crop. We always slaughtered our own animals. And I remember, we couldn't afford a tractor for a couple of years, and Daddy would go out there and use the horses to plow the fields.
Oh yeah.
Back then, they didn't seem as expensive to raise as what we're raising now.
I know.
The ones he's got now, it's like a second wife.
It is. It is.
I mean, really.
It's an expense, and I primed tobacco a lot when I was young. I mean, I grew up. We helped prime tobacco, get up hay every summer, and whatever paid the bills. I
Yeah.
mean, really, to be honest, you had to hustle every day. I mean, when we was young, mom and dad did, just to make a living. We had to hustle.
Last week we just explained. A farmer was on here, and we teaching him about what being backer sick was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
Yep.
don't know
Nicotine
nothing about
poisoning.
that.
Nicotine poisoning. Yes, it was. I mean, it was, and he was not wrong about. Your area is the same as mine. I'm in Chatham. Y'all are in Wake, right?
Yeah.
And we're in Chatham. It's the same thing growing up, and the land's gotten so expensive.
So Chatham's taking off too, land.
Well, because we
Oh,
just built the
God.
Toyota plant
Really?
and the chip plant down
They're
there.
getting ready to put in a Disney themed
Housing
housing
development.
Chatham
development.
County?
Yes.
22,000
22,000
houses.
new homes.
In a
Pittsburgh.
Disney theme?
Disney
Disney
themed,
themed.
yes.
Astoria is what it's gonna be
Astoria is
called.
going to be the name of it. It's absolutely ludicrous.
But see, it used to be I could rent land for
Wow.
cheap, or I could buy land at 3,000 an acre. Now our land is 20,000 an acre, and you can't farm it no more. I mean, you can't afford to buy it to farm.
Well, if you do buy it, then I mean, not trying to be funny, but the tax value. I mean, the taxes. Are
Yeah, the
low.
tax-
Our
I mean-
taxes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
his
when
parents-
we bought it in 16,
Yeah, his
our
parents,
taxes
his
were
parents divorced, and we bought the farm out,
Mm-hmm.
to divide the assets or whatever. And we took it over in 2016. It is now 10 years later. Our taxes have more than doubled
in 10 years.
in,
in
10 years.
And if they have their way this year, it'll probably be triple.
They
what
put
it
a
was
stop on it
originally.
this year where they're not allowed to raise it for a year, but I'm sure that they'll make
Next
up
year
for it
we'll
next
get
year.
them. You know, we started it at like 6,000 a year. I think this last check we wrote was 14,000
It was
for 1 year for just
$14,000.
taxes.
Yeah.
In
Just property taxes.
Property taxes.
And
Just
then
property
next year,
taxes.
when they do decide to do it, it'll be somewhere between 21 and 28,000 for a year. And our pay's not going up that much.
That's what,
You know
and
what I
people
mean?
don't understand why. You know, everybody's always blaming the government. They're always blaming whoever's in political power and stuff.
Yeah.
And we do not discuss politics on the show.
No, no.
What I'm saying is, they're always blaming the people in charge for the price of eggs, price of chicken, price of
Yeah.
this. They don't realize that it's a lot of the stuff is the local taxes, the local
Yeah.
cost of feed. Like,
Yeah.
it's not something that the government's really involved in as heavy as people think.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the
Big government.
big government.
That's what
It's
I'm
not
saying.
federal
It's
government.
all
It's
local.
local government.
Local government who
Yes.
controls that.
Yeah.
So you can be as mad as you want at the big politicians, but they're not the one who's going to decide how much eggs are and chicken is and everything else.
Correct. Honest to goodness, at the end of the day, the presidency doesn't really affect my day-to-day life.
So yeah, we're the same way.
Yeah.
It's who is elected locally
Yeah.
that
But see,
really
another thing is
puts a pin in what happens to
Yeah.
us.
your
Yep.
taxes go up,
So-
but every time people don't realize, every time your taxes go up, insurance matches.
Yeah, our
100%.
insurance has
I'm
more
with
than
you on-
doubled.
I know, buddy.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's how I think they get together and they know
And
what
that's
each other's
what-
going to charge, and that's where it is.
And it seems like to me that there's less carriers every year.
Yeah.
Like less and less
Oh
carriers.
yeah, we don't
every
have but
single year.
like 2 carriers that
She went
will
through some lessons,
insure
two
our
or
tow
three?
trucks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And
That's
every
it.
year they go.
They jack.
We
way
cannot have a
up
wreck for
and-
3 years.
Yeah.
And every year it'll keep going up.
Yeah.
Every single year.
Yeah.
But then, and not being honest, our business is a little different. But then you got all these guys out there because the same government that raises all the taxes, local government, doesn't do anything to regulate drivers. So like just the other day in Raleigh, a guy that's had 3 DUIs and no driver's license was driving a tow truck that he owned, hit a guy and killed him head on, hurt 3 other people, but nobody's
Yeah.
regulating that. That's
Yeah.
going to kill all of our insurance in the towing
Oh
business.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
so it's just I don't know, man. I do get tired of tax. I'm not gonna lie, and it's when
It's
we were
really
younger,
funny because I know you guys have seen a big growth of people moving
Oh, yeah.
to where you're at
Oh, yeah.
as well. And we have too. I remember I've been in Chatham County my entire life, born raised there pretty much, and I remember 64 from where Siler City is going to Pittsburgh being a 2-lane road, and now it's 4-lane, and it's and there's housing development,
Apartments.
apartment buildings, and
Yeah.
just all lined up in the road that didn't used to exist. It was all farmland. It was all woods. It was all just, and now it's
Yeah.
just being taken over.
And our lake, they always said our lake, Jordan Lake, it was never going to get water taken out of it. Now,
Now they're doing
now
it.
they're
they're
doing
putting a
it.
tap
They
in.
don't have a
Really?
choice.
Yeah, the guy that come and did a geological survey for me to drill a well, which you have to do those now, where we live. But anyway, he said he just surveyed to put a tap in Jordan Lake.
Wow.
So now they're going to start, because they're talking about building
And
a
we
data
were
center
always told
too.
as kids, don't drink out of the lake, don't get a fish out of that lake, because the nuclear plant's right there. Like, I don't know if I want to be drinking that.
Yeah.
We're going to end up on an
You know-
episode of The Simpsons. You remember
Listen.
The Simpsons episode
Yes.
where the fish
Wow.
had the 3 eyeballs and they glow in the
I don't
dark?
care what anybody says. The best fishing I did growing up in my entire life was always at Sharon Harris.
Sharon Hurst.
They always had the biggest fish. I don't care if they had 4 eyes.
And,
If you wanted to catch a bass,
That's what's wrong with your knee.
Nah, they did.
and the deer up there, the deer are the biggest they got.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, there's
Huge
some-
deer up
that
there.
nuclear power plant, it could have a lot of negativity, but they make some big fish.
Yeah.
But I will say the water stays warm up there year round. They got the warm springs from the process with the plant and stuff. But
Yeah.
we were always told the same thing: catch them, don't eat them.
Yeah.
Same thing with Neuse River. If you eat a fish out of Neuse River, you're taking your life in your own hand.
I'm immune to everything because I was swimming in Jordan Lake River since I was a kid. I'm immune to everything. I was walking around barefoot in chicken menuda and swimming in that lake. I'm immune to everything.
I almost drowned in that lake.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. when I was about 7 years old. Hold on. Yeah.
That'd have been 1922.
Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet.
We're gonna witness some domestic in a minute.
I went out there, and it was where I don't know. I don't even know really how it happened, to be honest. But I was out there with my mom and her boyfriend at the time, and there was it was like I stepped off. We were out, and I just stepped off.
You were probably on old road bed. Being honest, you
And,
probably
yes,
on old road bed.
that's
You step off, it's
exactly-
like an 8-9 foot drop.
And I just stepped off, and all I remember is seeing light and water and a hand coming down.
Was it a real hand or the hand of God?
It was a real
I was gonna
hand.
say, an angel might have
It was a
jumped on
real
your
hand.
head.
Well, I mean, there are like 4 towns underneath Jordan Lake. I mean,
believe it.
I was, but my
They say
mom's
they're
boyfriend
ghosts.
pulled me up.
well, what was that lake we went to in Georgia? They told us not to swim in because it was haunted.
Lanier.
Lake Lanier in
Lanier.
Georgia.
I
Well,
wouldn't
I-
swim in a lake in Georgia, no way, because every lake I've been in Georgia got
You know, I
alligators.
always wanted to go to the Dead Sea and
I didn't
see if
see
we
one.
really float.
My cousin went there
I would too.
for their
man.
honeymoon.
Did they get?
They float.
They float.
There's
float.
the salt content is so high you cannot
I've
sink.
always wanted to do
Yep.
that.
They float.
I've always wanted to do that.
That
And that's
it would
weird,
just be
but-
cool. Not being serious, it would be so cool to go to Jerusalem all together,
Yeah.
just to see Golgotha and the upper room, and to me that would be cool. I want to go. There's 2 places I want to go before I die. I want to go to Rome. I don't know if y'all have any desire to go to Rome, but I want to go to Rome. I really want to go to Rome, and I want to go to Israel, and walk where Peter walked, walk where Paul walked, walk where Jesus walked, and just stand out there for a day at the Dead Sea and finding where the scrolls. I love history.
Yeah.
You know, and I really, man, I told Amy this last week. I love farming because of the history. Like we all grew up on farms around
Yeah.
here. Even Amy's whole family, not a farm like you have, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
all farmed their corn. They farmed.
Yeah.
They had potato houses. You know, they had to grow everything they ate.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't realize how that's such a way of life around here.
It is.
But you know, Glenn really opened my eyes because I really thought farming was dying because everybody I noticed on the farm, they're losing it to you know people buying it. But
Subdivisions.
it's like Glenn said last week. He said no, just around here.
Well, I mean, the thing is a lot of people, they bag on GMO, genetically modified, everything. But the thing is you have less farmland, and you have to concentrate your farming on the amount of land you have left.
And probably
Well, they
per
need
demand.
something that puts out more yield.
Per acre.
Yes, because if not, we're going to be importing food, and you never want to get to where you have to import food because then you are dependent on another country for the most vital thing.
So let me ask you, how many acres? Not just
150.
Ah, man.
Yeah, 150.
So that'll hold about 17 good stand positions for deer.
Yep, yep. But it's all pasture
How many
fields.
you got? How many stands?
3 shooting houses. I don't do stands anymore.
I love how they
What?
measure
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I don't do deer stands
Is it-
anymore.
Why?
I just don't. I don't get off the ground anymore.
What?
We should
Okay,
just
wait a
go.
minute. Let me ask you a question. Are you scared of heights, though?
No.
No.
He's a farmer. He can't be
My,
scared
now
of
look,
heights.
look, my,
Well, I mean, I'm not being ugly, but I always thought it was crazy that you were scared of heights. And
It's
you're a tall
different.
person.
Hunting is different. When you
Well-
doesn't matter how scared of heights you are. 30 foot up in a tree is a whole different world.
yeah, but my problem was is
No.
back in them days, which I don't do it now. Every time I went hunting, I would take a nap.
Oh,
And you're 30 foot in the air taking a nap.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you coming down with something broke.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
if
You're gonna break something.
So how many turkey you got out there? You know, turkey love chicken.
About 20, 25 turkeys I see quite regularly.
You see them like during
Yeah.
turkey season?
Yeah,
Do you?
yeah.
Okay.
He said, not for you.
I didn't ask.
He's never brought me one home, just so.
Well, now if you like goose hunting,
To-
we
to,
got
like,
plenty of
defeather
geese.
and
I'll
all
tell you
that
the
good
truth.
stuff,
Now,
no.
I'm honest about this. So the local golf course used to let me go up there and kill all their geese with
Yeah.
pellet guns.
Yeah.
They're like, you can only use pellet guns. But
Yeah.
I would sit in the golf course ponds, and they'd be playing golf walking by me, and the geese would land. I'd be like, pop, pop, pop. Boy, I used to love shoot. I love geese.
Yep.
I eat geese all day long.
Yeah.
But man, when you grow up eating stuff like that, people don't understand though. That I'm being honest. There's something about wild game to me that just tastes so much better. There's something about, and I mean this sincerely. There's something about when we buy our beef, we have a cow slaughter. We'll get a quarter cow,
Yeah,
half cow.
yeah, yeah.
There's something about that beef, even when I freeze it, it tastes so much better.
Yeah.
We do a cow every year.
I'm saying it tastes
We do
so
a
much
cow.
better.
We do one of our cows every year because I know where the meat's been.
Yep,
I know what
yep.
it ate.
And we usually use
You
deer and beef combined.
Not in
Yep.
2 years.
You ain't kidding me?
Oh. He ain't been hunting.
Sore subject.
It might not be that he ain't been hunting. It means he ain't hunted and killed nothing.
Oh, he's killed some with his truck.
Oh.
Last year we got off a cruise. We got off a cruise November 28th, and deer season was time for rifle season. I came home with the flu, and I stayed almost in bed for 3 weeks with the flu.
Oh,
We
wow.
both were sick. after that
And by the
cruise.
time I got done with it, it was Christmas, and I just didn't kill
Buddy,
anything.
just curiosity. What's the difference in staying in bed with the flu and parking your truck on the edge of a field, laying in the front seat with the flu?
Listen, if he'd have just told me where his rifle was at, I could have decided it myself, and I would
And we
have.
ain't got
I
them.
would have done it myself.
See, here's the funny. I only bow hunt, so I'm a bow hunter.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's just what I do.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I love bow hunting.
Why are you only a bow hunter?
That is irrelevant to this conversation.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is that like a Duke Boys kind of thing?
No, it's kind of like a I
okay.
can't shoot a gun kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I can help you
when
with
he
that.
When
he goes to shoot a gun,
promise
he
you.
hands it to me
Really?
because I'm
No,
a dead
so
shot. He
this
can't
is-
shoot nothing.
That's not no. I can shoot a shotgun. I'm great at waterfowl stuff like
Yeah.
that. Okay, but if you hand me a rifle,
No, you ain't. You're in the water by the end of
just
it.
because I'm clumsy doesn't mean I can't shoot.
Last
I always come back
time,
with ducks.
He was like, let me tell y'all what to do. You slide your feet like this across the board. So if something is weak, you don't step. And the next thing we know, boom. And the next thing we know, help! Help!
So I went all the way under. My waiter's filled up with water.
Yeah.
I'm taking my
I'm
gun and pushing
cutting
myself off the bottom.
So
Pushing
maybe-
myself through the hole, and there's 4 people standing there looking at me like this. Just looking at me. Boy, I'm dying.
Yeah.
I'd come up and I go, help! I go back down and I push up, help! And finally Amy reaches down there and starts cutting my straps. I'm like, finally, like 4 of y'all.
Well, I mean, maybe you were just trying to think. Maybe he was just showing y'all what not to do. I mean,
Look, I tell you
Maybe
what,
you should stick to fishing.
Look,
I was
look, it don't get no better.
It don't get no
better. I'm the clumsiest guy. Look, there literally was a beaver dam we were hunting on a couple years ago, and my blind I had built on the other side of the beaver dam because it was in a
People just
corner.
can't make this stuff up.
And the creek had kind of dry, or the river had dried up, but it was still about 6 foot deep in the middle. So I'm walking across this old beaver dam, and I'm just talking to all my boys. I'm like, all right, I'll go across first. I go here all the time, blah, blah, blah. But right in the middle of the dam, I hit a weak spot and go straight through the dam, straight into the water. Well, the problem is there's no way back up from that because
No.
now you're in the river.
yeah.
I pop up like 80 yards downriver, literally,
Yeah.
from the beaver dam. I've lost my gun. I'm soaking wet. It's 15 degrees. I'm like, I got to go back to the truck. Them mugs all look at me and say, have fun.
Yeah.
Dude threw the keys out there on the ground, kept walking. I'm like, boy, I'm dying. That's my luck, man. So I go sit in the truck. Probably the best day we've ever had. Like, bro, they limited out 45 minutes on milers, bro. It was hard.
Yeah.
But
You know,
I just,
I read somewhere that women always have better shot than men
Amy's,
anyway.
Amy's a crack shot.
So
Well,
I
she's
ain't
good. I
got-
mean,
I was a
used to
saw
go-
gunner.
She used to sight in my rifle
Really?
for
I
me because
used
she
to
was
sight-
saw
yeah.
gunner in the military. She was.
Wow.
Yeah.
So-
I
See,
believe
I-
that 100%.
yeah. It's because we have more patience.
And
Well,
we're just
what?
more precise with stuff.
We have more patience.
More what?
We deal with y'all.
That's right.
That ain't patience. That's
That is-
tolerance.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
Call it what you want.
No. Women have no patience. Like, y'all, no, absolutely not.
We have the patience.
No, let the
of Job.
Wi-Fi go out for 1
Thank
minute.
you.
We do.
Exactly. We have the patience of Job. Yeah.
Job's a man.
So we still have his
You
patience.
can't have a man's patience.
We can.
You can have the patience of Ruth.
Listen, if
Jesus
we didn't
gave
have
us
patience, half of us would already be on smack
At
by
peace.
now.
Do you understand?
We listen to podcasts at night to go to sleep and relax that talk about true crime and killing people.
Yeah,
We take notes. We have patience
You
because
know-
if we didn't, you'd wake up dead.
You do know, you do know Amy's a licensed mortician. She went to school and studied how to do this.
I know. See, I can take care of it, and she can help me get rid of it.
Look, one of them
You don't want to
gonna
mess
shoot
with either one of us.
That's right.
Yeah, you know, it might be that. Remember that situation
Exactly.
where each of them's wife
Oh, killed the other
one?
husband?
Yeah.
One of them's going to shoot us, and
Yeah.
the other one's going to bury us.
We'll switch phone numbers later.
Yeah.
You done messed up, AA Ron.
Well, at least I got to go to Alaska before it's over.
You might be going back in pieces.
I might.
I'll just throw him over the boat.
Oh, well, actually, man, she just cut you up and threw you in the chicken feed pen.
Yeah.
No, we got hog farm a couple miles.
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
good,
say
man.
hog farm.
As long as you don't throw that
Yes.
mug no rubber.
Yeah.
Again, I've been taking notes. I know what not to do.
So
Well, I was
now
doing
y'all
first.
see why she is such a great comedian. If you see, I'm being honest, if y'all see her gonna open or have her own show anywhere near y'all, you really got to catch the show. We've been and we
Yeah.
laughed the entire time. I mean, we had a great time up there. I mean, it was.
I'm just glad I
It was a
wore my
fun night.
Depends that night. So whenever I peed a little, you didn't notice that I did. Because I looked down, I'm like, oh crap. And I've met y'all before. It was just y'all sitting right there in front of me.
I didn't expect that he was going to put us right there in the front.
I didn't either.
Because normally we sit like towards the back.
We like
so-
to be kind of hid.
Yeah.
You know, incognito.
Faded
I
Yeah,
in.
mean,
you really
Now
would.
you can't hide in the front row.
No.
No.
We went.
you can't hide, period.
No.
No,
No.
that's true.
I do pretty good at old folks home.
Yeah.
I can kind of blend in there, lay back, my hair kind of just.
I mean, yeah. Y'all
I wonder if that
are-
one lady got a date. Because she said
I
she was
tried to give him away.
She was looking for that one single moonshiner.
I told him, I said he ain't a moonshiner, but I will give him to you. She said,
You should have told her that you'd pay her to take him.
absolutely.
But now the one guy
Said,
wanted a half a
"Okay."
gallon, so you know.
Dude, that was the funniest thing in the world.
Oh, yeah. I wanna
that old man that was laying on the bed in the back. I had to
So
go
what?
get down.
I guess what you know, if nobody understands what we're talking about, we just visited a nursing home for the Hillbilly Jams
Yeah.
Festival. They always have the moonshiners and whoever's coming in go
Master
visit.
Distillers.
Yes. Yep. Yes. To go visit a nursing home. So we just did that about an hour ago.
Yep.
And it's so great to go in there and see these old people who sometimes don't get a chance to participate, or to me, sometimes I feel like, not that people do it intentionally, but maybe, you know, they just get busy in their life, and these old people just sit in these homes, and they, you know, just to be able to go in and love on them and give them a little bit of happiness to make their day bright.
Well, you know, the Bible says that we're supposed to take care of widows and orphans. And widows, of course, you know, most people that are in these homes are mostly single. I'm being honest. But it's sad because the two people that need you in life, in my opinion, are when they're really young and really old.
Absolutely.
They can't do for themselves. And that's when you see them get thrown away the easiest. We go to so many orphanages and see kids there. And the funny part, I was talking to somebody about this a while ago, is that we go to orphanages and we don't brag, you know, we don't talk a lot about stuff we do, but we love kids and old folks. And I go to these orphanages and there'll be 12, 13, 10-year-old kids in there. And growing up, I always thought an orphanage was somebody without parents. Every one of these kids got parents. Some of them got two.
Yeah.
And they'll have pictures of their parents on the wall. And they'll be like, yeah, my dad's coming to see me next month for my birthday. And you'll go back 2 months later and be like, no, my dad got sick, but he's coming at Christmas. And you go to first of the year and they'll be like, no, my dad got in a car wreck and he couldn't come, but he's coming in Thanksgiving or February or whatever.
Yeah.
And they just leave them.
Yeah.
And it
it's
just
like,
breaks
fuck.
my heart because I mean, to be honest with you, they're just waiting for that one chance
To love somebody to love them.
Yes.
Yeah.
All they're
Give 'em
looking
a
for
shot.
is love. That's what they're looking
So,
for.
speaking of giving somebody a shot, so for y'all that don't know, Daniel won the show he was talking about, Master Distillers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I could be 100% wrong, but was that the last one?
Probably be the last one ever.
That's what I'm saying. That was the last.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, they're not doing another.
No, they didn't film this year, so there won't be one next year at least.
So you were the final Master Distiller. So
Final Master Distiller.
before we talk about that, talk about the show, how in the world, well, being from Chatham County, 50% of it, I get it. I'm from Johnson County, so Joco, but how in the world did you get into moonshine?
I was bored and sitting at home watching TV, and I needed a hobby.
Okay, hold on, stop.
I was bored.
Let's
I mean, I was bored.
Back it up, tell
I want
the
you to
truth.
say it again.
Back it up
Okay.
and tell the truth. You're
Oh.
sitting there watching the TV
Okay,
show,
all
and
right.
this is what he says to me. He goes, "That don't look too hard.
I think I can do that.
I can do that."
Yeah, and that's the way it was. That's the way it started.
Seriously.
So
Yes.
I got on the internet and I ordered a 20-gallon still from North Georgia Steel Company, and they sent it right in. A couple days later, it come. Made my first mash. It was probably the worst thing I ever made in my life. But you know, I just
Smelled like kerosene.
it was
It was
It's gonna
to
take
be
no
honest,
fire.
it's to me it's repetitive motion. You learn what doesn't work. You know, you keep repeating the process, and it took a little while. But after a little while, it got decent, and then it got better and better and
Except
better.
for whenever you tried to do wedding.
I tried to do wedding cake for my daughter's wedding, and it did not turn out well.
Wedding cake moonshine?
Yep.
Bo, did you know, you've seen all the peptides they've got out there. You've seen all the shots they got out there. You've seen all the stuff they come out with to lose weight or get bigger.
Yeah,
steroids.
don't talk mess, because I'm on that fat girl shot.
No,
Don't
no,
talk
no,
mess.
no, no. You know
I might fight you.
they have invented a food now, one of the GMO foods.
Yeah.
Really?
That will cause you to immediately lose weight, problem is it gives you anxiety and it also causes you to lose your money.
Well, I already have both of those. So.
Well, it's called wedding cake.
You know what? I like this shoe though. I
It's
can't
called
lose
wedding-
it.
Part with
it's
it.
called wedding cake.
You know what? I don't think I like him too good.
I don't most
I was gonna say Amy don't either, so I'm like, you Daniel, you
I'm
like
with
So
it.
that's that. I like you.
So you tried to make wedding
was-
cake moonshine.
yeah, I tried to make wedding cake
How would
moonshine.
you, just out of
Okay,
curiosity,
so wait a minute. Before you get into that, let me ask you this though. Okay, so you say you got a daughter.
Yes.
Y'all have a daughter?
We have $2.
We have two
Okay,
daughters.
you got two
Yeah.
daughters. Okay.
I didn't know, I mean, I'd never.
I know, I'm trying to get the
No, yeah, I
background
got
so
it.
people
How- oh,
understand.
so
We have
So-
we have a 27-year-old daughter that's been married for
5 years.
5 years,
5
and a 25-year-old daughter that's almost done with her master's degree
Oh, really?
in statistics and analytics.
Oh, wow.
And she's not dating anyone right now, but you know that's where we are.
She's
with
not a
kids.
single Pringle ready to mingle.
No, we're not. Yeah, we're not.
And my kids don't want anything to do with our social media.
No,
at all.
You know
So
what?
we don't-
That is the
We
same
don't share.
way.
They've asked
I
us.
don't either.
we don't put the
very-
picture on
very
there or nothing.
respectfully
No.
not
We'll
to
put
share
our-
Well, I mean, I know you
online.
like your picture,
Like, we'll
but I
put
mean,
You
pictures
know,
stuff like
yeah.
we
I try
don't.
to
I
get-
don't even do pictures of my
Well, I
kids
try to get
because they've asked me
Maggie and
not to.
Gabe and Pounds and all
Yeah.
of them to get in
Yeah.
the videos with us. That's
No,
all of them.
no.
And they will not do it. They're like,
Yeah.
no, we don't want people
I'm
to know.
respecting their boundaries. They
Yeah.
don't want to be public, and I'm.
And our
completely
oldest
okay
one
with
is
that.
very-
And
a
I
very-
always thought it was very cringe of
Yeah.
some of these content creators, and I'm gonna go on a tangent here, but I
Yeah.
think it's extremely irresponsible for some of these people that continuously put their small children on
Yes.
the internet,
Yeah, I don't like kids
considering
on there.
how terrible AI is and how terrible
like
the
kids on
internet
there.
is. I don't even think it's appropriate to be putting your minor children. Period.
Yeah, I don't
And if
disagree.
your kid comes to you and says, "I don't want to do this anymore," you should respect that
Yep.
and not do it anymore, and and erase them from your, from your public persona. My kids have asked us, one time. That's all they had to do.
Yeah.
Respectfully, I don't want to be on your,
Yeah, that's
I'm
where
glad
the
you're
kids
doing
are.
it. That's
Yeah.
up to you. I'm proud of you. Cool. My friends send me your TikToks. That's
And
awesome.
then I say,
But I don't want
those
anything
aren't
to
my
do with
parents. I don't know who they are.
Yeah, they do. They do that.
Yeah.
They have gotten TikToks of mine, and they're like, I don't know who that is. I've never seen that one before in my life.
we were always careful.
So-
The kids
Yeah.
won the show a few times, but it was
Yeah.
always a family story, like picking
Yeah.
up a Christmas tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, we were, but it's funny because all the years we were on TV and had all the, when we were really hitting it hard, our kids didn't want any part of it.
Yeah.
And they're like, their biggest fear was, hey, we don't want people to like us because of y'all. We
Yeah.
want people
Well,
to
that
like us
too.
because- Yeah, I'm saying
That
that's,
too.
that was
But
our
I mean,
kids'
it's
fear.
very.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
You
very
know?
apprehensive whenever he went on the show. To be honest with you, he looked at me in my face and was like, "I'm going on the show. Do you want me to use my internet name, or are you comfortable with me using our real name?" And I was like, "They already know it at this point. I mean."
Yeah.
Now, a quick Google search.
You
is
know,
all
a
it
quick
takes. I
good,
mean,
the number. Don't Google yourself. That'll
Oh,
humble you
Lord.
real
I
fast.
think, yeah.
You're worth
Um,
what, $7 million, and you got six. I know, you
And
got
I
six
died
houses.
last week.
Yeah, you did
Oh.
that last week. I posted,
It's so
I posted
wild.
your
Like,
video.
if
Yeah.
you go in the Google search of yourself, it will come up with the top questions that people
Yeah.
have asked Google about you.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yes, that's
Oh,
what those
wow.
first. That's
Yeah.
I
what
don't
those
even want
first.
to know what people ask
I'm
about
telling
me.
you, the number one
I don't even
question
wanna know.
that was asked of my name of Bennett Peach was, "What is my real name?"
Oh really?
And they tell you, it's easy to find.
It's not that hard.
and then right below that is
Who's her husband?
Her Facebook
How
that has her
old is
real
she?
name on it.
What's her net worth? I'm like,
Yep.
negative. After this trip to Alaska,
Negative.
negative.
My net worth's been negative since the day I got married. So I
Yeah.
get
You
it.
know,
Yeah.
so be careful.
When you had
people.
that accident at church that day.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
It's funny
it
too.
was a terrible
man.
accident. I know it was.
It was a rough one.
Slipped and fell into a wedding ring.
Yeah. And you look, though, it had super glue on it. That was the problem. Couldn't get it off.
You can slip right on out.
I'm
You
good.
have choices.
I'm good. I'm
Those two.
good.
But I
I'm
just
good.
want you to know the dating pool has Snickers in it, and I don't mean the candy bar.
Well, from what I understand
Yeah.
here lately, some of the dating is horrible, absolutely horrible. Adults trying to date online and
Yep.
trying to find matches.
Well, I'm gonna be 100% honest with
I
you,
don't know.
and I'm being honest, and I'm not scared. To
I
say
would not.
because I'm the same. But my problem now is I cannot many days tell the difference in a man and a woman because there are so many women out there, and I'm being serious, that look like men. If I was in the dating scene right now, it's like it's hard because I see people that I see, and I'm like, man, that's an attractive woman, and you're like, somebody be like, that's a dude. And I mean, it's gotten that far now. And I'm like, I literally would be scared to date because I mean, the problem is people aren't honest anymore. So you don't know.
And honesty is a big thing, no matter
That's
which
what I'm
part of
saying.
it.
You know,
Yeah.
if they come out and say, yes, I'm this, I'm that, that's
Yeah.
cool. But most of them ain't going to say that until it's too late. And I say that because I had a buddy just go through that situation, man. Hooked up with a girl, thought it was a wonderful situation. He's in his 40s and, you know, he's like, man, this girl's really cool. They went on their third date. He comes back. He's like, Bo, I got a problem. No, you ain't got a problem, bro. You need to not go back, you know. But he's like, man, and it traumatized him. He's like, why wouldn't they just tell me that to start with?
Yeah, you have so much catfishing. I mean, it's because the internet.
That's
I mean,
it.
there's a lot of
Catfishing.
catfishing. I mean, it's a lot of
Yeah.
catfishing.
You just don't know, man.
You don't know what you're.
You see a picture, you don't know
Yeah.
if it's real.
And I
You see-
hate to say this, but you can't go to the church either.
Nope.
And
Well,
I don't. I'm not trying to
No,
put
no,
my church
no.
people down.
And like I said,
I
I
am
don't care.
one, but I'm just saying.
But you have bad in everything,
And
even in this
absolutely.
You
church.
cannot
Absolutely.
paint
Yeah.
a brush, a broad stroke with everybody.
With
because
any
there's-
group,
there's-
with any
there's-
group, there's going to be bad in
there's-
every group.
Yeah,
Every
there's
group.
there's
Every
always going to be those
Every
ones that ruin it for the whole bunch.
And like I said, I don't
Always.
care what you choose to
Always
do or how you choose to
diversity.
dress. I know that's all your business.
Yeah.
But just be honest about it. You
Yeah.
know? Because I'm telling you, some of these kids out there are just getting traumatized.
Yeah, and you got people online like elderly. I mean, I hate to
Oh,
say it, but like
taken
elderly
advantage
people getting
of.
taken advantage of by people that say it's a woman or say it's a man and it's not. It's somebody else
Who
taking
was
money
that?
from
And
them.
that all started with
Don't say his name.
Marcus. Was it? No, it won't Mariota. Who was the famous quarterback that got catfished years ago? That's where it all
Oh,
started.
I don't know about
He
that.
was the first big story you
I
saw.
thought
I
you
can't
were
remember.
talking about somebody else.
He was a
One of
big-
my good friends.
Oh, no, yeah.
He was a big famous quarterback in college, and he was dating a girl, and it turned out not to be a girl. He was getting catfished, and like that was the first time I had really heard the
I
word
remember. I
catfish.
can't remember the
You
name.
remember that?
I remember.
think
That's
I
the
remember
first
hearing
time
something
though.
about
That's
that.
when you started learning about catfishing, and then it just blew up, man.
Well, here's the thing. My mama, God love her, she texted me one day. This was whenever she first opened up her TikTok account, and she goes, "Why is this," choice words, "following me?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she goes, "Elon Musk. I can't believe he's following me. How do I block him?" I'm like, "Mama, first of all, it's not Elon Musk. Second of all, he don't know who you are." She goes, "Well, yes, he does. He just," and she screenshots it. I'm surprised she knew how to do that. She screenshots it. She texts it to me, and I said, "Mama, he has 2 followers, and he doesn't have a blue check mark beside his name. He's not following you, and Jelly Roll didn't message you yesterday, okay?" It's really sad because they'll pick somebody that is, you know,
They
if
know
she didn't
what they're
have
doing.
somebody
They
to
know.
tell that to.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
And then
to
somebody
take-
look
yeah.
at her and go, "No, this is not real."
I get phone calls from
You know,
I get
yeah.
phone
It's
calls
crazy.
from
I
older
have
people
people
all the time.
texting me all the time in my DMs saying, "Oh, you have another account. They've asked me for money." I'm never going to come on the internet and ask anybody
Never.
for money.
She
I'm
tells
not
them
gonna
that
do
all the time. But we will never ask you for a
No,
dollar.
if
No.
I'm down and
Neither
out,
will
I'll sell feet pics before I do that.
we. Yeah.
You know,
I got pretty toes. Y'all
Listen.
just don't know. Don't be
have-
zooming in.
Well,
That's another app.
and I hate to say this, but I do not look at private messages.
I don't.
I don't
I
either.
do not. If somebody
Unless it's somebody I know or
exactly,
something like that.
I do not look at.
If it's a
private
mutual, I will
messages.
Well, I'll
check
tell you.
it,
I'll tell you
but-
the problem I got, and I'm being honest. So when me and Amy, when the show was going real big, I got so upset at the time because literally I would look at Amy's Facebook because I run the Facebooks at the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
and there'd be 42 messages every morning, or 402, whatever, and out of all of them, 80% were naked men.
Oh yeah, honey, men
She's
are
gotten
real
so
quick
many
to
of those,
send
yeah.
you a
That's what I'm saying, and I'm like, number one,
I ain't never in my life. You are so proud of that thing. It looks like it's got a disease.
guys,
It's cockeyed, and you need to go to the doctor.
I'm
Why
just-
are you sending me this?
I think what kind of person. I just think what kind of person sends a picture like that and expects to get a response. That's my first
Because
thought.
there's a nasty heifer out there that'll be like, "How you doing?"
No.
But that's your go-to. That's your first move.
Yeah, I mean, that's your like.
That's gonna win Amy. I'm gonna send
No.
her mine. That's gonna win Amy
That's
right
what
there.
I'm thinking,
No.
bro. I'm like, why, send a nice, sweet
Do
message.
you know
send
how many
flowers.
boob pictures he gets on Snapchat every day? He finally deleted the app.
I finally got rid of Snapchat. I couldn't do
Because
it.
it
Couldn't
was,
do it.
and I told him, I said, "Listen, I don't care if you get them pictures. I just want to see them because if you've seen one set, you want to see them all. I'm not gay, but I enjoy a nice set every now and then. And if they look good, I'm gonna look too."
But Snapchat, I was told I
I
needed to
done
have.
made him red.
No, she got you too. on that
Oh, Lord.
I done made him red over there. No, I mean, I'm
Well,
serious. I can,
one. Bennett
listen,
Peach
the female,
Comedy coming to a stage near
Stage.
you.
The female body is beautiful.
Hey, and
I
if you
can-
show up and flash her, she's not gonna care. She just said
I'm
it.
gonna start putting some beads in my pocket. I'll just hand them out like we down at Louisiana.
But no, I mean, like when I started social media, everybody said, "Well, you need Snapchat, you need this, you need that," and I tried Snapchat, but all it ended up being was, those kind of. I mean, they're all fake. I know
don't do
they are.
Snapchat.
They're trying to get men to send money to them or something like
I don't do
that.
Snapchat, and I tell you the truth, I quit doing Twitter.
Yeah,
Oh, I got rid of X a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
well,
Twitter,
there's
X, whatever you
so
wanna call it.
much-
I got rid of it back when it was
There's so
Twitter.
much-
I mean, I
yeah,
still
there's
got rid
so
of it back
much,
then.
I got rid of a lot of social media during the elections because I didn't want to hear that.
Well, that was
arguing.
my biggest part. So my biggest part was there was too much political stuff on there.
I didn't want to see the argument.
And then it got to be where every other post I saw, honestly, was porn. They, like,
Yes.
it's gotten bad now where they hide it under the feeds and stuff. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, so I stick with the majors.
Yep.
Me personally,
Yep.
we got YouTube. Amy does Snap, but she doesn't have a problem with Snap because she's limited on who she's in and out with.
Oh yeah, just your basic
And,
friends.
yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
people you know.
But we
Yeah.
do Facebook and we do Instagram, YouTube. That's our big ones.
You got
And,
TikTok?
Oh yeah.
TikTok.
But
I thought you had a TikTok. I thought I was following
I
y'all on
do TikTok and we post a lot, but I'll be honest with you, I don't.
You do better on Facebook.
No, I don't watch as much
Okay.
on TikTok because,
Dude,
unfortunately, the thing I have about TikTok is you'll see these young girls on there,
Yeah.
and they'll be scantily clad, and they'll be dancing, and they'll be all but naked.
Yeah.
And I just personally don't want to see that. And like I'll hit don't like, but it on TikTok for some reason the girls have learned that the more they show without showing it all, the more followers they're gonna get.
Yeah.
And so on TikTok, that's just really become a big thing
Oh
now.
yeah. Yeah.
see, and I don't
Yeah.
get that on my feed. I guess
Oh,
because I've been doing it for so long. I've had it for 6 years. I've kind of trained my algorithm to where I see like messy.
Well, see,
Messy stuff. Like
Yeah.
listen, I don't want to be in your drama, but I want to know about it.
every time I see it, it's suggested for you. It's never somebody I'm following. See, because I tell you what I love on TikTok, and I'll be honest, I love watching animal videos where they do voiceovers.
Oh, those are funny.
Yes.
My
Those are
favorite thing.
funny.
My
I
favorite
watch a
thing.
lot of those too.
They'll make the
Yeah.
dog will be talking or the cat will be talking, and I
Yeah.
tell you the other thing I like is I like watching the soldiers do surprises to the music where they come surprise a
Oh,
family member.
yeah.
Man, I will literally lay in bed and cry watching those sometimes.
See, I
man.
don't want to get on the app and cry. I want to get on there and laugh.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
saying
why
that it
watching
makes
the
me
messy
feel
drama.
good.
Yeah.
You
I want to see the messy stuff.
It makes me feel good. To
I love
to
those
see
surprise
soldiers coming
videos,
home, man, and I really enjoy those. But that's what. But all the suggested for you is always something stupid. Like it's nothing. I'm a big hunter and fisher person.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They hardly ever put up. Well, you can't shoot something on TikTok. Number one.
Yeah. And you can't show any blood
No
whatsoever.
blood, no guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff I watch on Instagram and Facebook that
Yeah.
I don't have any problem with, I can't see on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
It's really funny. The algorithms are so different on all different platforms.
Huge.
Like YouTube, like I have to, if I say the F-bomb in one of my videos, I have to put it in CapCut and like bleep it out before I put it on YouTube. Whereas if I say it on TikTok,
Doesn't matter.
they don't care. Facebook doesn't pay me, so I don't really care. I can say what and do whatever I want to. That's why I, do what I want to on my Facebook
Yeah.
and Instagram because Mr. Zuckerberg hates me and
Yeah.
will not pay me. And Grayson told me it's because I have alcohol that I usually have wine, and I cuss. And he said they're never going to pay you. I said, well then I'm fine with never getting paid because I'm not going to change who I am
to do that.
for a dollar
For
that
a
I
dollar.
don't need.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're financially okay.
Yeah.
The money that I make off of social media is stupid money.
Yeah.
That's what we went to a
That's what we do our fun stuff with.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know?
really.
I help pay my kids' college tuition stuff back. I help, pay my kids' car. Doing things like that, taking my mama on a trip,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. That's what I use that money for. It's not
Yeah.
to pay my bills. I've never used social media to pay my bills.
We don't depend on it because it could go away
it could
tomorrow.
go away tomorrow.
That's the thing about social media. Like a lot of these influencers get upset when algorithm stuff changes, but they're dependent on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, unless you've got several outlets of social media, which is fine, especially streamers, if you get banned, what are you going to do for the next 6 months? I mean,
I
you
got
might
a friend
have made,
right now that had 2.7 million followers on TikTok, and his account got zapped.
Yep.
Oh
Gone.
wow.
Gone.
But I also
And he
see
was a
there's some
blue
of
check
them
mark.
really famous comedians on TikTok. I mean, probably know who I'm talking about. I mean, they bought big houses. They
Make tough fortunes. I've never TikTok. I love TikTok. I mean, it's a fun app, but I just don't. That's not my go-to app for me, and I guess because I'm older.
Yeah.
So I'm.
How old are you?
54.
54. Okay. I just turned 49. I mean, but I mean, really, to be honest, when the moonshine stuff started, when I actually went online with it, I was fine on TikTok. I mean, that's where I got most famous at was on TikTok, doing moonshine.
He at one point he was the second most followed moonshiner on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
Now he's the third because I think some.
Oh,
other
well, you're talking
people
about
bought
you
followers.
know
I
our
said
buddy
it out
Jerry,
loud.
right?
Yeah.
Jerry's got 55,000 followers.
Yeah.
You bought followers? You can buy followers?
You can
I didn't know
absolutely
that.
buy
Oh,
followers.
but
I did
no,
not
Jerry
know
has
that.
55,000. I had, and when I quit, I had 195,000
On
followers.
TikTok.
Yeah, and Jerry been on the TV show for years,
for
you
years.
know, and me just from going on there and making videos, I had 100 and almost 200,000.
And you stopped doing it now.
I did. I stopped 2 years ago. I stopped when I filmed because my problem is sometimes I like to drink a little.
Yeah.
And I get a little lippy and a little loose in my mouth, and I was afraid I would say something because
Yeah.
TV, lawyers,
Oh, yeah, I get it.
NDAs, all that
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I was afraid I was going to say something, so I pretty well quit social media. Well, then the next year, which was May 20th of last year, I got raided by the ALE and busted.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I'm getting to. That's we
Oh,
set that back for a
okay,
minute.
okay,
That's the story I've been waiting to get to.
and that made me really stop social
Oh,
media.
that's the story I've been waiting. We'll talk about it in a minute. Amy.
Okay.
Amy didn't know about this.
Oh,
Ronnie knows about this.
Oh, okay.
So let's go ahead and start leading up that then, because this is where I couldn't wait.
What question we
I
got?
got one question. I don't think we have a great feed today. Did any other network try to get Lizard Lake Towing on air after they truly canceled?
Yep.
Or
Yes.
after True TV canceled?
Yes, they did. So, did any other network try to approach us to get us to film another Lizard Lick Towing show?
Yep.
And they did.
True TV refused to release our images and likeness. They would not use us, but they said nobody else could use us.
Either.
And that's really. And then they turned around and sold the show
Yeah.
after they basically the company that was filming it for us filed bankruptcy on us. They turned around and sold the show to an overseas company who's been airing it, and we still don't see no money from it. But they're allowing these other companies to air it, but we can't go. You know, it's really.
But you can't
bad.
go nowhere. Is there a certain length of time or?
We can
just-
never do another repo show called Lizard Lick. We could do one called Ronnie and Amy Repos,
Yes.
but we're
Or-
Lizard Lick. So that's why now
Yeah.
we started Lick Life, which is we
Yeah.
can do what we want. But
Oh, okay.
we're gonna
Did
do,
you
know,
change it enough that
We're
you
gonna
can?
change it
yeah.
enough
The
that it's still
podcast
about
has
us.
dropped that
And
boom.
that's what we
Yeah.
love.
Well,
about
I just
the
thought
podcast.
maybe since the podcast was that, maybe
Yep.
the new show might be that too.
And it could be we might end up changing it to drop that boom on the show.
I
So,
mean, I think it.
I love it. I'm telling you, when I get my studio in 2 weeks, we do our studio version of my songs,
Yeah.
our songs. So I'll send it to you. Like,
All right.
all right, so let's get back to it. So you started making
Downward
moonshine.
dog.
Yep.
Great pose. Good job, buddy. I'm so proud of you. I know.
I'm just waiting for the day that dog talks back.
I know, right?
Yeah,
He knows what we got a communication.
But
dogs do. So you learn how to make moonshine,
I learned how. Yep.
and then so how did you get casted for the show?
Well, I started hanging out. I started coming to Maggie Valley,
Yep.
and for the Hillbilly Jams, you
Yep.
know, winter jam, fall jam, summer jam, all that. And I met up with Jerry. I had a question, so I asked him the very first time I met him, and he gave me his phone number, and we started talking on the phone. And then I had him build me a still, and just happened to be one day I went by Jerry's to see him. They actually happened to be filming that day, and his producer was like, "What do you have?" They were kind of taking a break. Said, "You got anything to drink?" And I said, "Yeah, I got this and this that I make." And he's like, "Okay," and he liked it. And so then I applied for the show, and I got passed over the first time, you know. And then the next time I wasn't even going to apply. I didn't think, but the day before open casting came out, I got a phone call said, "Are you still interested?
Oh wow!
We want you to come on." And I was like, "Yeah." And luckily I did, because it was the last season, very last season of it.
So you go on Master Distillers.
Yep.
Let me put this down. So you go on Master Distillers, and what a lot of people don't realize about TV is it gets filmed and then edited and then airs several weeks later.
Yeah.
So something can happen on the 1st, and they're not going to see it until the 15th of next month.
Yeah.
So here you're on Master Distillers, and you, from my understanding, you win the show, but nobody knows you've won it yet because you can't talk about it.
For 2 years.
Yep. So you
Oh,
can't
wow,
you can't
2
talk about
years?
this. And then apparently somewhere in between this, and this is just my understanding,
Yep.
somebody got upset or jealous at you, a neighbor, and decided to call ALE.
Yes.
So I want to know about this. This is where it gets good to me.
I think I'm gonna. But anyway, so I'm at work one day, you know, still running the farm, still working every day, and
Still making moonshine.
and still making a little bit. And she calls me and she says, "You need to get home right now." And I said, "Right now?" She said, "Right the F now." Well, didn't know it, but 4 ALE agents undercover rolled into the house And when she went into our building, and when she got ready to come back out, there's 4 of them there with their hands on their gun and their badges out, asking for me by name. And that I'd been turned in for making illegal liquor. So that was.
So how did it go? I mean, what happened?
They took all 3 stills I had.
Did they really?
They took all 3 stills. They took 15 gallons of liquor that I had. Well, actually, all I really have is what I practiced to go on the show with.
Yeah.
Because the day I filmed the show, when I got done that week filming, I quit drinking basically, because everything I'd practiced to go on that show with was still in my building. So, really, and they took 15 gallons of liquor, a few other things, just odds and ends, not a lot.
They dumped Grayson's blackberry.
I actually had a fermentation going that belonged to Grayson McGaha, and he wanted some blackberry liquor, and there was 50 gallons of it blackberry wine that they basically dumped out. And I got left with 5 misdemeanor charges: possession of alcohol, possession with the intent to distribute.
All misdemeanors.
All misdemeanors.
So they seized your stuff and dumped all this out over misdemeanors.
Yes, and I could never get the equipment back. That's just gone.
Really?
Because even with the charges eventually got dropped, but I still wasn't allowed to get my equipment back.
Why?
Because it's illegal to own any part of a moonshine still in the state of North Carolina.
You cannot own a working still
You cannot.
So how do you do the show?
because you're in a licensed distillery filming.
Okay.
I filmed in a licensed distillery.
I get it. Yeah, I'm saying there has to be ways around it.
But how do you practice for a show
You
like
can't.
that? There's only
Illegally.
one way.
Yeah.
Illegally.
Well, I mean, and what people don't realize about Maggie Valley, we'll be talking about this a lot this weekend. So probably the most famous moonshiner that ever lived is from here.
Yeah.
If you don't know
Popcorn
him,
Sutton.
just
Yeah.
Google Popcorn Sutton,
Yep.
and I think he's the one that really. And there's a lot of great moonshiners that
Yeah.
have lived over years, but
Yeah.
Popcorn is probably the most.
There's a million that you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did not care.
Nope.
He did not care if he got caught. He did not care. He was going to sell his liquor and he was
Yep.
going to make his liquor.
Yep.
And he was not going to prison.
Yep.
That's the 3 things he was going to do. That was it.
And he
But,
he
yeah.
was actually a really people that never got a chance to meet him don't realize what a character he was either. That man was a character, buddy. He was one of a kind, that's for sure. So I actually had the pleasure of meeting him when I was a kid, man. We used to come up here when I was a kid and go up to the mountain, and very few people got to go up to his house on the mountain,
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And I actually got to go up to his house on the mountain a few times. Him and my uncle were real good friends. So, I've been around moonshine honestly since I've been a child, man. Back where I come from, and you'll probably recognize the name. I don't know if you will or not, but the biggest moonshine around my area was Percy Flowers.
Yep. Percy Flowers.
So-
Yes. Yes.
So Percy made the liquor.
Yep.
There was a man named Frank Holden who had all the money. He financed all the liquor.
Oh yeah.
And Frank opened all the First Citizens Bank with his money.
Yep.
And then the guy that ran all the liquor was my great uncle Red Shirley. So he was a distributor.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that's our whole family. That's how we got into farming. Is they bought farmland. They took all that moonshining money and turned it into legitimate money.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
really how we got it, man.
That's how it always works. And I always loved making moonshine from the time I started. I loved doing it every day. I didn't like selling it.
Yeah.
I could care less. I would hand you a jar and give you a gallon before I would sell it to you.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to make money.
So you just enjoyed making.
I wanted to make something better than anybody else has ever made before.
Well, I think you did. I mean, you won.
Yeah.
You won Master Distillers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You proved that point.
So I was
Jack.
talking to my pastor last week. Actually, I'm good friends with my pastor, and we were talking. And I said, "Man, I'm friends with all these guys. I grew up around it. And for me and Amy, we don't drink, but I don't think there's anything wrong with drinking.
Yeah,
And I tell everybody this, and so I called my pastor up. I said, "Hey, man, I just want to talk to you about this because I see where you stand on it." And nothing in the Bible says there's anything wrong with drinking. It says don't get drunk.
I mean, gluttony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it says don't get drunk on wine.
Yeah.
It says that you can drink it. It actually, throughout the Bible they drink, and you can have that big argument: was it fermented or not fermented? If it wasn't if it was not fermented, the parties would not have lasted all night. And I'm
Yeah.
being honest. I mean, there's signs in there that it was 100% fermented. And I tell people all the time, one of my religious jokes is they're
Yes.
like, why did Jesus turn water into wine? To keep the party going.
Yeah.
But it's true
That's
because his
true,
mama
because
said
his
they're
mom
going to leave.
said they're going to leave.
Make
Yes.
one, and they said it's
Make
the
them
best
stay.
wine we've ever had.
Yeah.
And so, I tell everybody, everything that God made, everything God created has a use if it's used correctly. And actually, a glass of wine or, and again, I don't, but a glass of wine, a glass of beer cleans the kidneys,
Yeah.
cleans the body, and people don't realize that you can do that and it not be a sin. And so, you know, I do like to stay on the borderline, but I hate it when people are so just hypercritical and hypocritical
Yeah.
about stuff like that. You know, because marijuana plant, you know, there are actually great uses for that.
Yes.
You know, glaucoma and different
Yeah.
things. And
It's
cocaine
medicinal,
back
I
in
mean,
the
it
day
really
was a
is.
painkiller in the
Yeah.
hospital. So
Yeah.
you can abuse anything.
Yeah.
But you can go out there and huff paint,
Yeah.
or you can use it to paint a house.
Exactly.
And so,
I
you
mean,
know.
our Constitution was written on hemp.
There you
So-
go. That's what I'm saying. It's people, you know. So a lot of times you hear people talk about moonshiners, and they get such a negative connotation that people don't realize it. Not only was that a way of life for a lot of people,
Yeah.
but a lot of people, just like you said, and you said, I never enjoyed selling it. I just wanted to make it.
Yeah.
Man, there was so many people who did that. And I mean, honestly, but a lot of them used it to support their farms, their lives, and
Yeah.
and it. Man, if people would ever just look at the history of moonshine, it is such a deep, deep history.
Well, that's where NASCAR was born.
Exactly what.
And if I ever,
NASCAR wouldn't
I mean,
be at all if it wasn't
all
for
them cars
moonshine.
were for it.
and if I hate to say it, but if tomorrow I lost everything and I had to do it, I could figure it out. I know how to do it.
You better
And
be
I
out
could
in
make the
woods
money.
somewhere.
We're gonna be out in the middle of the woods where nobody sees me. But you know, hey, look, my problem is I did like to talk junk with others online.
Yeah.
You know, we battle back and forth. You know, talking, and there was a lot that were jealous because a lot tried out for the show and didn't get on it. I mean, you know,
How many tried out that year?
20,000 applied,
Are you serious?
Oh,
and
wow.
and for now, the only thing the news got wrong was 20,000 applied. 30 were picked, but that was for 2 years. There was only 30 of us picked for 2 years. So they filmed us in 24. Half of them was like Bartolozzi, Jason.
Yeah, yeah.
He was aired in 25. Well, I was aired in 26. So they split us.
Two groups.
They filmed 12 episodes and put it in 2 different years.
Gotcha. So they already had that planned out.
I'm sure they
Yeah,
did.
I mean, I'm saying they had a.
Yeah.
If this one hits, we're going to do this.
Well, and then they tried. Way I understood, the ratings were not. They said spectacular, but my episode. What did
I was
they-
getting ready to say, whose episode?
Most of them
Not
were like
yours.
300,000 viewers for the when it aired on live. Mine had almost 600,000.
Wow.
But I mean, a lot of that I attribute to her social media
Yeah.
because she's very good at that, and her followers are going to watch.
Yeah.
You know.
But they didn't want 300,000 of them. They didn't double it by themselves. I mean, I'm saying
It's,
they had to enjoy the episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad. And you know what? The UK, Discovery Channel UK, they love me. I'm on there all the time now.
The United Kingdom loves anything American because we are rule breakers. And
Absolutely.
I'll be honest, me and Amy I lived over there for 10 months.
Yep.
Filming a TV show, and we traveled back and forth over there for 4 years. And heck, we went almost every other weekend, every summer for like 3 months straight
Yeah.
for 4 years. And I'm gonna tell you something. The rules over there are so much stricter. And don't get me wrong, like you don't see people walking around getting shot on the streets and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I mean, it's a lot different, but the rules are so strict. And so when they see what American shows, they're like, man, y'all boys are just crazy. You know, they don't do repos over there.
They had
They don't have moonshine over there. And I'll be honest with you, so I didn't even drink back then, but I grew up around moonshine, so I knew some moonshiners way before the show, the
Yeah,
moonshiner
yeah.
show. And so I called up one of my buddies in Joko, and I said, hey man, I need some moonshine. He said, for what? I said, I want to take it over to my buddies in the UK. They've never had it. So me and Amy filled up 2 Listerine jars
Yeah.
with moonshine
Yeah.
and took it to the UK. And them guys
Love it.
bought it.
But you know what? That doesn't track to me. That doesn't make sense because, Scots and Irish people are right there around,
Yeah.
you know,
And I
and
think
they
make
were
a-
like known for
They
making.
They make a
Fantastic
potato liquor.
whiskey.
Yes, they make a lot of
You
whiskeys
know?
and
Yeah.
vodkas. There's actually a castle there that grows their own vines to make the vodka with.
That's in Scotland.
Scotland, and it's
Yes.
the only place you can get that vodka. But
Yeah.
they make tons of alcohol there. They just don't make moonshine.
Yeah.
And they had never. It was funny because the stuff we took was, it was good. It was strong. Because I would lay it on the table and light it. That mug burn blue. Lay it on your hand, burn blue. So, and they're like, "Bro, that's crazy." And so then, they were done. They put it in their mouth and light it in their mouth. I'm like, y'all are idiots. Like y'all have drank. You've had too much. This is why I don't drink. I mean, literally, this is.
Well, I mean, the case they were on before they busted me
Uh-huh.
was Johnston County.
Oh yeah, we got.
They busted a guy in Johnston. They showed me the pictures of his operation.
Yeah.
Now he had a for-profit operation.
Oh yeah, everything.
He had one of them great big submarine pot, 800 gallon.
Oh, yeah.
He was pumping out a bunch of sugar liquor every week and mixing up flavors and all that. And they showed me everything he had.
Well,
And then I got my little copper pots there, and then I've got aged whiskey in a barrel. If you're aging whiskey in a barrel, you're not selling it for profit.
nah.
I mean, because I did it because I like whiskey.
Tell them what they said about it.
Says the best they ever had.
Oh, I'm sure that they had to.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they had to partake in it.
Well,
I mean,
he went to
You got to test it.
He went and opened a thing of jars. I had a flat of jars there. You know, he went and opened them up, got a jar out, poured him out a little bit. They all sampled it around. Said best they ever took. They were going to dump it out.
They said his equipment was the nicest they ever confiscated.
They weren't going to destroy my stills. They're actually probably in Raleigh or Fayetteville.
I was going to say they probably put them in one of the museums and one of the shows.
Yeah, that's what they're going to
Because
do.
the one was
They're
made
gonna-
by Jerry Benson.
Well,
and
Jerry
it was
Jerry made
handmade
the
copper.
one.
Well, I'm going to tell you, man, I've seen a lot of steels in my life, but Jerry makes some of the absolute.
Well, he
finest
took the
steels.
the cape part, the top of it. He hand hammered copper. He hammered it all, and it was hand hammered copper all around the top of that thing.
And then after they put it all in the back of the truck, they looked at him and said, "Do you want to take a selfie with us?"
Did you take it?
Oh, that would have
Wow.
made me.
Not with my stuff in the back of the truck.
Why?
I was
He was
heartbroken.
livid
I
and
know, but
heartbroken.
still, Bo.
Yeah.
And
It's
I,
leaving.
And I was still pulling my booty hole out
Oh
because
shoot!
mine had
I'd have
puckered.
took that
you know?
selfie and I'd have been looking for him
Look,
the whole time.
I could
trying
tell you
to find
what,
my
I'd
pants
have
later
took
on.
that selfie and put that mug on the wall in about a 17 by 24 frame, Bo, and I'd have
We just put his mugshot on a T-shirt. That's all.
See, that's even better. That's even better.
And my list of charges on the back.
That's even better.
And it's like I told somebody. Somebody said, "What are you doing that for?" I said,
You gotta make the
"Got to
money
make
back
them
somehow.
lawyer fees back somehow." I mean,
Wow.
I'm surprised that they would just take everything over misdemeanors.
five
he would
of them.
just,
But I mean,
I think they didn't charge him with anything other than misdemeanors
'Cause it
because he
really
was so
wasn't-
nice about it.
And,
Like,
and it wasn't a big operation for
yeah,
sure.
and of
No.
course, yeah.
And I mean, they
and I didn't have the steel running. That's automatic
No.
felony. I wasn't selling it, which is automatic felony.
Yeah.
They didn't catch me selling it,
Yeah.
and there was no firearms in the
Oh,
vicinity. But now, if I'd have had firearms there, that's automatic 5 years.
Yeah, I was going to say that's like drugs, and
That turns all those misdemeanors into felonies when you have a firearm there.
So, did you ever find out who turned you in?
We'll never.
no,
Yeah.
See, if I'd have went to court,
I
I could
hate
have.
for the person.
But if I'd have went to court, I could have.
If I find
could have
out.
filed for what's called a writ of discovery, and they would have had to
Had
told
to
me
tell
who.
you who told you.
Yes, but since it all got dismissed before my court date,
Yeah. So we're going to go with right now there are 20,000
suspects.
suspects.
Yeah.
'Cause
But
that's
you
how-
know
that's
what?
how
He
they
might
apply
be.
for
He's
shows.
forgiving. He's
no,
very
no,
forgiving.
no. Way I
am
look
not.
at it is at this point, I was mad to begin with. I really was. But at this point, I don't want to know
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you.
because that's a
Yeah.
separate set of charges if I find out who turned me
Well, I
in.
mean, and I'm
Just
being
let
honest.
it go.
Let it go.
That's the best way to do it.
I'm being honest,
Let
man.
it go.
So, forgiveness
yeah,
is,
you
as we
gotta-
get
yeah.
older,
There we go.
forgiveness is such a
You do it for yourself,
great
not for
trait,
someone
so it doesn't
else.
eat you up. But and honestly, when our boy got murdered, that was my big thing. Is I told Amy, I said, man, I can have these boys taken care of, or I can take care of them.
Yeah.
We got other kids.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like at some point, either I got to do something about it, or I got to forgive them. So, if I was in your situation, I'd be the same way. I'd be like, but I don't even want to, because I don't want to have to make that decision. Like right now, I can just let it go, forgive it, and just go on with my life. But and looking back now, you can laugh about it. And looking back now, I mean, you lost some money and whatnot,
Yeah.
but that could lead to another TV show or actually a memoir, a book.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm all options.
you,
but
you already got somebody famous to write it forward.
Well, the thing is right now I'm flying a holding pattern on a lot of it because I'm waiting. The distillery I won with, they have to run a legal run.
Yeah.
I want to wait, get that done, and I want to do 2 more with somebody else, not them, because theirs is just like a limited deal.
I got you.
It's gonna be like 360 bottles, autographed, have a release party, do all that stuff in Asheville, and then I want to get 1 or 2 more done legally, and then I'm quitting basically.
Just gonna farm chickens and cows.
Yep.
Well, let me know next time y'all slaughter one of them cows. Me name want to buy one.
All right.
We come up there and get some cows out of Chatham County. And if you need help with your turkeys and
Okay. Well,
deer
I mean, we have all
situation,
grass-fed beef, by the way.
yeah, so your deer grass fed too.
Yeah.
They probably eat the same thing the cows eat.
I probably do.
Yeah, we probably need to stop that because
Yeah.
you realize
They're eating a lot of cow food.
I'm saying they're killing all your cow food,
Yeah.
bro. We should put a stop to that down.
I think we should.
I mean,
Well,
and
you got an arrow.
I got errors. Got lots of
We'll
errors.
say.
I got lots of arrows that you shoot and lots of
You
arrows
give
in
him
my
a gun
life.
and he'll mistake the cow for the deer.
I would never shoot a cow.
Look,
Not a 4-legged one.
I've
anyway.
seen plenty of people do that. I promise you.
They, I got a buddy he runs a little cattle farm. He quit letting people hunt, man, because they kept shooting his cows.
Well, you know, when it gets almost dark,
Yeah, look, especially if the calf. comes out.
everything looks like a deer when you really want to get a deer.
Oh, 100%.
That is true.
Every
Shadows.
stick and shadow out there is a
Every
deer.
shadow's a deer, bro.
There's a lot of people that shot a lot of shadows.
Yeah. Yes, he lost his bow. He used to let bow hunters come in. He's like, man, I got to quit. He said, man, he lost several calves.
Yeah.
Because calves are, if you look, a young calf's not
Yeah.
much different size-wise in shadow than a deer.
I'm just glad I have Black Angus, and usually they don't get mistaken.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's the best cow to raise.
We'll just
too.
take you out there and go cow tipping.
You know, and I'm
That'd
glad.
make a good video.
No, I'm glad I'm saved, and I'm glad I don't do the things I did growing up anymore, and I'm glad I don't partake. But I will tell you, my favorite part about a cow field when I was young was finding shrooms.
Yep.
Because it's the only place you can find
The
them.
only place you could find the real shrooms was in an Angus farm.
100%. And people do not know that.
I read it in a book somewhere.
Bull.
But we also now, I don't know if y'all like ghost stories and stuff.
Oh, you got some ghosts out there?
Well, no, we live right near the Devil's Tramping Ground.
Do you really?
Yeah.
The what?
I was raised
Devil's
1
Tramping
mile.
Ground.
You heard about that?
No.
Oh.
You'll have to read up on that one. It's
It's a
interesting
spot of
place.
land that nothing grows
Nothing
on.
grows. They say the devil gets out there and dances at night, so nothing
Oh,
will ever
wow.
grow.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people that go camping out and do like ghost
The
hunting
news
and all
crews
kinds
used
of
to come
stuff
and
down
spend the
there.
night on Halloween
kinda
every
crazy.
year. We would
Oh,
go.
wow.
The neighborhood kid, all of us around
Maybe
there.
y'all can come
We
down
would
with
go
some
mess
holy
with them
water
while
and
they
throw
were
it on
there.
there.
Hey,
They wanted me and Ronnie was all for this, and I said absolutely not. They wanted me and Ronnie to go be number one when they said locked in. That was over.
An old
Into
insane asylum.
an old insane asylum.
Well, they say it's haunted.
Where you going, West
Yes.
Virginia?
Yeah.
Yes, with
That's where they want us to go.
camcorders on.
I was
Yeah.
going.
So I said
No.
no.
I was going.
Look.
No.
I was
I
going.
am under the understanding that the dead won't hurt you, the live will.
Exactly.
But I
And it's
still
gonna-
don't want to see nothing that I don't want to see, okay?
Well, see, I mean, you know, in our lifestyle, so I believe in angels and demons. And I believe when people say, and I believe this wholeheartedly, when people are like, I saw a ghost, it's probably a demon or it could have been an angel, but I believe in spirits.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can call them whatever you want to call them depending on what your beliefs are. But I believe there are angels and I believe there are demons and I believe at times we get to see them and experience them. And I do believe the devil comes up on this earth and I do believe there are some things that shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go because my whole thing was I was going to sit in there and recite Bible verses all night, just be Ronnie.
See, and that's how you get hurt.
It's all right. It's all right. Hey, look, listen. Let me tell you something.
You ain't never seen them people on them shows
I
that get
thrown on
knocked
the
upside the
wall and
head,
lay down
get thrown
and-
up. You never seen The
I'm good with that.
Exorcist?
I'm good with that.
Come
I
on,
don't care.
sir.
You are not locking me in.
That was the problem. The problem
I'm
wasn't the
not
demons.
being
Problem was the locked door.
I got to go.
They said they were going to put us
I'm
in
with you.
cells.
You ain't locking me
and
in
lock us
nowhere.
Oh.
They were going to
No.
lock us in cells.
You ain't locking me in.
Absolutely not.
Nothing. I am going
Well.
to have a way out. I am
If I'm gonna be
to
in a
get
cell,
out.
it's because of something I did,
What? That's. They were.
and I probably ain't sorry.
Sorry, not
But
sorry.
It was probably premeditated.
But no, and that's what I tell a lot of people. Like these things about like devil stomping grounds, different things, and people see these lights or see this. I do. I believe that. I believe in manifestations, and that's me. I believe in demonic possession. I think exorcisms are 100% real, and I mean that sincerely. And I think I have met people that have demons in them, and I mean that. I mean some things that I see people do and the way they act, like some narcissistic people. I really think that they have demons in them, and so. You know, some of these stories, everybody laughs and jokes. I think some of them are real. I think some of these places are unholy places, and I think some of them are infused with. If you can infuse anything with holiness, you can infuse anything with unholiness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I know that there were a bunch of people back in the 90s that was hanging out at Devil's Tramping Ground Road was definitely not experiencing the devil. They was experiencing him and his brothers going out there messing with them people.
Oh, the news crews, we mess with them every time. Every time they went out there, we go out in the middle of the night and mess with them every
That's
time.
how it should be done. Well, I figured if they were going to lock us up, they were going to mess with us all night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You
for
know,
sure.
I figured that'd be doors.
Yeah, I
shut.
I remember back in, what was it, early 2000s, Ghost Hunters was big on TV.
yeah, but-
You know, by the time y'all show was going on, I think it was probably about the same time, and they was just, it was huge. I mean,
So let me ask
And
you
I
a
love that.
serious question. Do you believe in Sasquatch?
I believe there's things like that out there
But do you believe there's a Bigfoot?
somewhere.
See, I don't.
He's the hide and seek
No,
champion.
you want me to tell you why I don't believe it?
Why is that?
I firmly believe that if there was a Bigfoot, sometime between 1950 and now, some redneck hunter, country hunter, mountain hunter would have shot that mug and put him on the wall by now. I just cannot, for myself, fathom
That he never got found.
that he
Shot.
ain't got shot yet. I mean, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Like literally, if there was a Bigfoot, somebody like us would have mounted that mug by now.
Well, maybe they're a lousy shot like you.
There you go.
I hadn't thought about that.
There you go.
I've not thought about that.
There you
He's
go.
gonna kick me out.
No, I hadn't thought about that. But that's been my whole thing for
Bigfoot
years. I'm
may be
like,
walking around with
I'm
an
like-
arrow out of
Now,
his booty.
there
I'm
had-
like, if there was a Bigfoot and I seen him,
Yeah.
I'd wall that
But
mug.
there is no video evidence I have ever seen that makes me think it's real, because everything you see on video just looks so fake.
Yeah.
I
Well-
mean, it's,
Well, I mean, listen, nobody's proved aliens exist, but I believe they do.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Well, see, that's another thing we
How
need.
dumb are we to believe that we're the only civilization in the entire
I used to
trip?
say intelligent civilization, but
honey,
we won't say
listen,
that.
the
We can
aliens
say
pull up to our
civilization.
planet right now, roll down their
Yeah.
window, look at what we doing down here, and go, nope, not today,
Not
and they
today,
roll
they
on
gone.
somewhere else.
I say this, and again, this is based off my beliefs.
Yeah.
But I mean this. So, if you've ever seen a good moonshine, which you're one, how many different kinds of moonshine do you make? Roughly.
6.
So you don't make one, right?
No.
You ever seen a guy paint a picture like Michelangelo? How many pictures did he paint?
Thousands.
Many. You ever seen a guy that's a great builder? How many buildings did he build? Hundreds.
Yep.
When you're great at something and you're one of the best there is, you don't do one. You do it and you do it and you do it. If you are a Christian and you truly believe God created the universe and He is the greatest creator of all time, you can't believe you're the only thing He created.
Exactly.
He's a creator.
Yeah.
He's a painter. He's a, for lack of a better word, a moonshiner. He's an artist. There's probably thousands of other civilizations and other worlds and other planets and other galaxies out there. So when people talk about aliens, I'm 100% one of them guys that say, if you don't think there's something else out there, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that. I firmly believe, because I believe in the Bible, that dragons used to exist, because the Bible describes dragons to a T and dinosaurs to a T. Like, I believe all that. So, I guess there could be a Bigfoot, but
Yeah.
I just don't know where that mug is still at.
Hide and seek champion.
He got to be, but I will tell you this before we get off. A couple years ago, they wanted to film a show while we were doing our show. They said they found the world's first chupacabra.
Mm-hmm.
And they found it at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And they had videos of this chupacabra, and I promise you it looked like a chupacabra. And it was living under the stands. And the guy called us up and said, y'all come do a show. I said, all right, we'll come do a show. So me and Amy were out there, and we were going to do this show on catching a chupacabra. And of course, I didn't believe in chupacabras, but after seeing the videos, I'm like, that's not fake. And it's before AI.
Yeah.
Like, that might be like, this might be legit, like all these years. And this mug's living at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So we get this guy out there, and he's got all these traps out, one thing after another, and then one day we're out there filming, and we see this mug run across the grandstand and go down in a hole. We're like, wow. So now he knows where to move the traps. The next day they call us and say, we got one in the trap. He's in the trap. He's in the trap. So we take off up there, buddy. We're going to film the whole scene. Everything's good. We get there. Got the wildlife biologist, got all the people. Cameras are rolling. Wildlife guy goes over there. He's prodding. He's looking. He said, all right. Comes back. He said, nothing to film. We're like, oh, look at that. He's like, yeah. Have you ever seen a coyote with a bad case of mange?
There you go.
It was a coyote with a bad case of mange that we've been chasing around.
I did
for
not
a week,
believe
bro.
that. I did not believe it. I was always heard about the chupacabra.
Yeah.
Didn't believe that's because I'd been told it was just coyotes with mange.
Dude, that's what this was.
And until I had a bad problem with coyotes on my farm, and I trapped them. I trapped about 75 in about 3 years. And one of them had the mange really bad, and it dead.
Looked
dead
just like
to
all
it.
the pictures.
Yep, that's it.
Dude, when I looked at it in the cage, I said, "Boy, that's a chupacabra." Like the face, the teeth, the jaws running back. Like, but I'm like, man. So then it makes me think, not being funny, but about Bigfoots. Like I always say, man, maybe it's just an animal with like an overgrowth disease. I mean, I don't know. Maybe an ape escaped and that mug got long hair. I mean, you never know. But can it be out there? I guess, man. But I still. If you do see a Bigfoot and you shoot it and put it on the wall, please call us to do a podcast about it.
But let me tell you something real quick about a coyote. I actually got to experience being able to hunt with one of the world's most famous coyote hunters.
Yeah.
He does not let nobody use his equipment and stuff. He was in Kentucky. He was super quiet guy, super nice guy. But like his scope is like $25,000.
Yeah.
Like it is like
I've never seen. I didn't know how much
And-
technique involved in that.
I did not know, like, long story short, we went out there. He showed me, I ain't gonna give away his tips and stuff, but he showed me exactly what to do. We didn't get a coyote. Okay, so I still ain't got a coyote, but that's okay.
But some people who can't shoot.
But Ronnie decided the next day to go out with another guy. And they are going down through a field because they're trying to get to a hunting stand. And they see this coyote. So they take a shot at it. Coyote falls over. All right, so this ding dong goes out there. He gonna drag the coyote back. He picks it up by the back two legs. And I called
There's
him.
blood all over the ground.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Shot him with a 308.
Yeah.
Okay. And I called him. And all of a sudden I hear, "Rrrr." That coyote was not shot. He got nicked. And all of a sudden Ronnie's like, "Something's jerking on my arm." And I said, "Well, you better let it go."
And the guide was standing there with me,
And-
and he's looking at me. And he's got a gun in his hand, but he won't shoot because the coyote is, like, literally has gone between my legs and has come back
Yeah.
to life. What happened is he was running full speed, and I nipped him in the front, and
Yeah.
when I did it, folded his shoulders, and he hit his head on the log.
Oh.
And knocked
Knocked him
himself out.
So Ronnie's about to get eat up by the coyote.
I'm sitting over there smugging my arm, bro.
The guy that was with him was like, "That's the fastest I've ever seen Ronnie run." And the coyote was going in the other direction.
Ronnie Smith.
Ronnie Smith, yep. But I still ain't got a coyote. Not
Yeah,
yet.
but those of us who can't shoot have.
No, you didn't. It got away.
No, baby.
Oh,
Wrong,
yeah,
wrong.
you did go.
Wrong,
you did
wrong,
go
wrong.
later. Yeah,
Wrong.
yeah. Well, I'm sure somebody shot it for you.
Well, Ronnie shot it, but
Ronnie
I
Smith,
wounded it.
Exactly.
Therefore, it's half mine.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever.
So after it ran off, Ronnie followed the blood trail.
Yeah.
And shot that mug
Trying
like
to take
200
claim
yards.
to somebody
But it's
else's
still
shot.
mine. He would have died. He'd have bled.
He'd have bled out. Yeah.
Anyway. Just a funny
So,
side note.
man, it was great having y'all on here.
Man.
And please, so you're not doing any social media anymore, just her.
Once in a while, and I collaborate with her with a lot of her.
So
videos.
where do we find you?
I'm on YouTube under Bennett Peach.
Bennett?
Mm-hmm.
Bennett
Peach, like the fruit.
Yep.
And then my TikTok is also Bennett Peach. My Instagram is Elizabeth Stevens or Bennett Peach 2.0, I think. But it's with my Facebook, which is Elizabeth Stevens, because it has to be my real name.
I would ask her why her name is Bennett Peach, but I'm scared.
I will tell you.
I'm scared. Can we say it on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
I was
not-
figuring we
it's
were gonna
not
get
ugly.
Well, I figured we were gonna get a big Peach joke.
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, so whenever I downloaded TikTok, I was known as, like, user 12345 for a long time because my kids kept sending me these stupid things called TikToks, and I'm like, I'm not downloading another stupid app to my phone. This is ridiculous. And all it was people doing the dancing and all that good crap, and I'm like, this is stupid. Well, then the COVID happened, right? And nobody had anything else better to do than sit there and make dumb
Yep.
videos. And I thought, well, I'm at home for a month because my boss at the time had cancer, and she's like, you're not doing the things that you need to do during COVID, so I'm gonna need you to stay away from me.
We were in bars every weekend. She was playing music.
My band was
and-
still playing during COVID.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, we don't care, we're gonna do whatever we want to do. But so I was at home for like a whole month, and I don't know why I got a wild hair up my rear end. I was like, I'm gonna start posting videos. Well, guess what? You need to do that. Kind of need to have a name. Bennett is where we live.
Oh, okay.
Peach because I have a big rear end.
Well, I knew that had something. I
That
just
was
didn't-
the,
I didn't know how that was.
And, and look, she cleaned that up good
What?
for
Yeah,
you.
real
See,
good.
I
Oh, no,
ain't said
trust me.
nothing ugly
Well,
on
here's
this
the catch.
podcast
See,
at all.
I heard the other side of that on the stage that night, and it was not like that.
No. Well, you never know what you're going to get, especially if it's a 20 or 18 and older show.
Oh, the show was. I'm telling you, the show was hilarious.
Yeah.
The show was. That might have been the most laughter. I mean, comedy shows sometimes. Usually at a comedy show, you'll get out of 4 comedians, you have 2 good ones. One good one, one great one, and 2 that just.
I'm not a comedian though.
Whatever.
Grayson just was like, "Do you want to come and open
Oh,
for me?"
you-
I'm like,
you-
"I have never done anything like this before in my life. I don't know what I'm doing."
Behind Grayson, you were the best one that night. By
Oh,
far.
well, thank you. I
Yeah, by
appreciate
far.
that.
You
There
were
wasn't but one
hilarious.
other, and he just was the host. So
No, there was another one on stage. There was another one on stage that night.
Well, he did
Was
about
there?
10. He did about the host did about 10 minutes.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
that was the
there was
host,
3.
Yeah.
No, there was a famous guy.
really,
No,
was there?
You're
No.
thinking about when we went and saw the dude off of The Replacements.
I don't know, but he wasn't funny.
Oh, listen. I was on the cruise
Let's
ship.
cut that part there, baby, because
I don't know, but he
he's supposed to be
wasn't
on the show next week.
Oh
What
yeah.
do you want for?
No, I'm kidding. He ain't fine.
Listen, I was on the
You
cruise
want money?
ship, and there's this dude that's been doing it for 30 years, and I was like, oh gosh, I really want to go see this comedian.
It's only 30 minutes. Let's go
It's only
watch
30
it.
minutes. Let's go.
He's
And
horrible
it's-
on it.
Dude, he was asleep
Yeah, he's-
half the time.
But,
I didn't laugh
you know, it's
not
like
one
Grayson.
time.
Grayson told me he said something about talking to somebody about doing the cruises. Didn't know if he could do that, and I was like,
If
after
this dude can do it,
after we
anybody
watched that, I was
can
like,
do it.
Grayson,
Yeah.
dude, you can do it all day long.
All day.
All they
he's
want
asleep.
you for is 30 minutes. You got to have 2 clean acts, and one can be 18 plus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
you-
Grayson has no problem doing cleanup.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, he can.
He doesn't. Me, however,
Well, the thing is, no.
Yeah, but you were just told not to use a
Yeah.
certain word.
I was told
Yeah.
not to say the F word, and I
Yeah,
did, and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
very proud of myself.
But she said a few other things that
Yeah, but the thing
Somebody
is,
complained about.
the thing is this. So when you go to a comedy show, you usually know what kind of comedian you're going to see. And I'm being honest.
A lot of people don't, though. Some people
Well, they
don't.
should look into it.
do-
I mean,
some
and
people
really, to
just
be honest,
show
I-
up and don't
Yeah.
look at them at all.
I
They
hate
just
I hate
show
to say
up.
it, but if I was going to take my kids
To a show.
to a
You
comedy
know.
show, it would be a comedy show in the middle of the day,
Yeah, yeah.
not at
Not
night.
at a bar.
At a
No-
bar,
no-
10 o'clock at night.
There you
There's
go.
signs. That's what I'm saying. You got to know if you're going, not being ugly, but if you're going to Charlie Goodnight's at 10 o'clock,
Yeah,
that's not something you take a child to.
No.
your child shouldn't be out that late anyway.
2
I mean,
o'clock
sorry.
matinee show, now you might get away
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
So people, should research it. But I mean, there's a couple comedians out there I like, and I can't listen to a lot of their stuff, but some of their stuff's like. But I'll be honest, I love to watch Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you watched them or not.
I don't know who
The
that
two
is.
black guys that do all the comedy skits.
I don't think I know
Oh
who
my
that is.
god!
I'll have to look them up.
You should watch them. They're
Yeah.
hilarious. But see, their stuff is sometimes it's borderline, but it's always kid friendly. And so if I went to their show, I'd know. But then if you're gonna go see somebody like Matt Rife, you know who you're going to see.
Right, you
Yeah.
know who you're
I mean, I'm being
gonna
honest.
see,
You
yeah.
know that's one that you're going to just have to know. There's going to be some stuff there.
But I'll tell you, like social media, I mean, we really don't watch as much as people would think
Yeah.
because, I work and we travel a lot, and she's always playing music, and I'm doing the moonshine stuff,
Yeah.
festivals, and we do all them fundraisers
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
But the good part is your kids are grown, so you can.
Your kids are grown,
yeah.
we can, but we don't really just sit and. A lot of times we just don't sit and scroll for like hours and watch a lot of stuff. I mean,
See, now I hate to say it,
I mean, I do have to doom scroll.
No,
don't
she
get me
does for
wrong.
her job,
I
comes in the
do-
morning,
I do
but,
for what
for
what kind of content I do. I do.
and by
have
the
to
time
doom
I get done
scroll some,
texting
but-
my buddies in the evening, I'm about done for the night
Well-
anyway. I mean,
So Amy calls me a screenager.
yeah.
Yes. He
Oh,
is
what?
a screenager. A screenager. Someone who screens like 24/7 looking at the phone in depth, like.
But I'm always
Can't put
looking.
it-
You get
I
the
know.
screen
But-
tan.
but-
I'm always looking.
Yes.
I'm always looking
Yeah,
constantly.
yeah. But I've got like 3 group texts that are like buddies,
Listen, that's the fastest way to end a friendship with me. Do not put me in a group text.
and
Delete you so
I have to
fast.
silence them because it goes off. I mean,
Yeah.
so at one time they were trying to text till 2 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock, Mom and Dad go to bed. We're in bed at 10 o'clock usually.
Amy's been upset with me lately because I've gotten to gaming because my boys are really
Oh.
like literally it's summertime. He's a
Yeah.
college kid.
Yeah.
But summertime he works really hard, but every night he games. So
Yeah.
for me to spend time with him right now,
You're gaming with him to spend
I
time.
try
with him.
to, but he's
Yeah.
so good I can't.
Yeah.
So he'll play with me for like 10 minutes and he's like, Dad, I'm tired of carrying you. And he go run with his boys. And he's I guess iridescent, like top 250 in the world in a certain thing on Call of
Yeah.
Duty or something. I don't know.
Oh, good.
Anyway,
Does he get sponsorship?
he's got all kinds of people out.
Good for him.
But so I got on there and I'm like, well, man, I done got this game. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I text to my
Practice.
buddies. Well, no, I text to my buddies, say, hey, man, y'all want to run this game with me?
Look.
So now she has thrown me just about out of the house because every night for 1 hour, we're on this game.
1 hour.
1 hour.
But you limit it to 1 hour.
Yeah, but I'm saying we're on this game, but the whole thing to me really ain't about the game.
It's spending time with your friends.
Me and these two guys man, we probably don't play 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's us talking and joking and making fun of each other, sending each other videos. And
But that 10 minutes
It's
with
a bromance.
that 10 minutes with your boy
So
every
what you're
time
saying is
though,
you have an hour during the
10
day where
quality
you're not
minutes
bothered
with your
by
kid.
him.
Absolutely.
man, I hate to say it, but that's what he likes to do after dark.
Another
I mean, look,
room in the house.
I
So
bet
you
I
live in a
don't.
man cave.
Neither one of
Yes.
my kids I talk
Well,
to maybe
he's
once a
got one,
week.
but he won't go there.
But that's how it is these days. I
And
mean,
Maggie now wants to play Fortnite with me.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, hey, I'll play with you. I'm horrible, but she
We
don't
need to
mind
have
losing.
two separate podcasts at this point because they're going to sit over here and talk about Madden and all this other crap, and we're just.
You play
Yeah.
Madden?
I used to.
What did I just say?
You want to get back on?
I don't have nothing to play on anymore.
I'll send you some.
Okay.
Oh Lord!
You let me know, Daniel. I got you, bro. You want a Fizz? You want this? What you want, bro? If you play Madden, I'll jump on with you, bro.
No.
Listen, let me tell you.
Look, we got
You
that.
know, the last time I played, it was a PS3.
That's all right. That's only 2 ago.
You want to tell them?
Oh, I threw it out.
You
I
wanna
threw it in
tell
the
them?
road one night.
Let me tell you.
wow.
Let me tell you.
Anger issues.
Let me.
No, that was my
Let me pull
PS1. This is my
up.
PS1.
Let me sit you down a second. So whenever we just had gotten married, we had the 2 kids or whatever, and the one young'un was very colicky, would not stop screaming nonstop for days. Okay, I was at home with that child, and she would not stop crying. I held her, she cried. I put her down, she cried. I fed her, she cried. I changed her diaper, she cried. Nothing I did worked. He comes home from work. I've been at home with her all day long. My hair is in a bun that looks like it has been styled by a weed whacker.
You did not.
Okay. I have on 3-day-old mascara running down my face because I've cried when this child is crying. And the first thing he says whenever he walks in the door is, "What have you done all day?"
Oh Lord.
Wow. And then
Oh.
did you go get on your game?
Later.
Oh, wow.
A little while later.
Wow.
I did not
So
say a
who threw
word.
it in the yard?
I did not say a word. I ignored the situation because at that time it was either I ignore it or I'm gonna put my fist somewhere where it don't need to go, and I'm gonna end up catching a charge, right? And I'm not about that life. So I went to doing my other things that I needed to have done, and he goes and takes a shower, puts on his clothes, and sits down in his chair and turns on his PS1 or 2 or 3 or whatever it was at the time and starts playing Madden. And I just said,
My dog.
"You could help me a little bit."
It
And this
it was
is
not
what-
like that.
Oh, this is absolutely how it went. You like to embellish.
He's an over exaggerator.
He goes over there to the TV, rips it out of the wall, opens up the front door, and chunks it and says, "Is that better?" I said, "Well, that was really stupid because we can't afford to replace it." And I walked off.
I didn't have one for a while. Until she bought me, I think a 2 after that. You bought me one later.
I downgraded.
I became a better husband.
I
than you.
downgraded.
Better husband in.
Yeah.
Well, we were both very young. When we got married, I was 19. He was 21.
We had our first kid at
We had our first kid.
She
you
was
know,
20
I
and
was
21.
And it was a learning thing.
we grew up
You
together.
had to grow up. You
Yeah.
had to do what you had to do.
Yeah.
And I think that was probably one of the only times in our entire marriage that I thought he's gonna cold cock me upside the head one of these days.
Well, that was before the marriage when you threw the toothpaste at me.
Oh, yeah, I
When
did throw
After I
toothpaste,
walked
yeah.
out the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
We was getting ready to get married.
I think we should just have a whole nother episode in the future about their marriage.
Yeah.
It's a doozy.
Marriage stories and chicken stories.
It's a doozy.
Yeah.
We can
I
do
mean,
it
we've
again
been married
anytime.
27
This is
years.
fun.
You don't make it that long. Y'all know. Y'all been married
Absolutely.
your whole life too. You know.
No, we have. You don't know how long we've been married? Too long.
Absolutely.
That's the amount of years. Too long.
Absolutely. I told you I was trying to give him away in the nursing home.
Well, you know.
Well, I mean, I'd have been out of prison
She'd have
twice
took him,
already
too.
for murder.
Well, my granddaddy didn't give you a choice. He said you either marry her.
Yeah, there wasn't much of a choice.
Go in there. Yeah,
This
buddy.
was the epitome of a shotgun wedding.
There you go.
Our daughter was the youngest person at our wedding.
Sure enough.
She was.
I had her convinced until she learned to do math that she was, a very heavy preemie. That she was a 7-pound
But
preemie.
then she figured out different.
But I mean, we'd planned to get married. We got engaged in September, and she went off to Bosnia for the military and for a while. And when she came back, we got caught playing house. Neither one of us. I'd been at college for that time, and she'd been in the military. We didn't want to go back and live at home.
Yeah.
We didn't want the rules, and because my dad said, well, "You're still going to be in this house by a certain time at night." Her mom said the same to her, and so we found a house. We moved in with no power, no water, no nothing.
And nothing else better to do, and he don't know how to pull out of a driveway, so.
Yep,
And that's how that story went.
yep. And we got caught playing house. So, but we were planning to get married May the 15th of that year of '99.
May's a good month.
And
We got married in November.
We got married
98.
November 21st,
Our daughter was
98.
born in May.
She was born May 25th. So we really could have still had the wedding May the 15th.
Yeah.
And then her be born 10 days later. I mean, you know.
I wanted to wear a wedding dress.
She,
Oh, wow.
she wanted to wear a wedding dress and she didn't want to be showing.
Did you want to wear a wedding dress?
No.
Okay.
He didn't even want to
All
show
I
up,
said
don't
is
think.
tell me where to be and what time.
Yep.
My grandmother gave him the best advice ever when we were picking out flowers and picking out the cake and all that good stuff. He would just sit over there in the corner and go, I don't care, it's whatever you want. I don't care, it's whatever you want. My grandmother looked at him and says, don't you ever say you don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Don't say that.
Whatever you would like, dear, is
It's whatever you
perfect
like,
with
dear.
me.
That's it.
Yes.
Not I don't
I
care.
like that. It's fine with me.
It's fine.
Looks good. Good choice.
And it wasn't that I didn't care. It's just that a lot of times to the men,
It's that he didn't
the
care.
details are not important. It was to me it was the marriage. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
not.
same way.
It's like I told her. I said we could have went and eloped,
Yeah, I'm saying.
or we could have been at a church wedding. We could have been in a venue. To me, the ceremony is not the thing. It is the promise you make to each other.
I agree.
And I agree with that. We got married very, very, very,
Very
cheaply.
cheap.
The only,
I mean, yeah.
the only reason why you have a wedding, in my opinion, don't come at
for the
me.
family.
It's for other people.
100%.
The marriage
Yeah.
is for you
100%.
two. The wedding is the show for
I
your
agree.
guests.
And
your
I've seen
family.
$100,000 weddings last less than a year.
Absolutely.
And I've
that's
seen-
crazy.
And we got married for $3,000.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
we've
say
been
I've seen
married for
$300
27 years.
wedding last 100 years.
Yeah.
And the only reason why we did that is because my grandmother would have
Her
probably
grandmother, if it
tried to
had
murder me if I said I'm
At
going to
one
a wedding.
point, we hadn't hardly spent no money, and I was like, and I was just getting aggravated with everybody nitpicking what we need to do, money, this, that, and everything. I was like, why don't we just go off to Myrtle Beach this weekend and just elope, and just go ahead and do it, and then tell everybody else forget it. And then she couldn't do it to her grandmother. That's why.
Yeah.
And that was the only reason. And I would have been fine with eloping. I mean, to me, it's like I say, it's the promise you make to each other. It's
That's
not
right.
the ceremony. It's not all that.
That's
I
right.
agree.
And I've seen a lot of showy weddings. People spending
I tell you, man, weddings
ungodly
just-
amounts of money on a
weddings
wedding.
have never been my thing.
No.
They just, I mean, I love them, and they're for the bride a lot of times to
Yeah.
wear the dress and all that. But for the men, it's the words and the commitment.
And it's really just you want her to be happy.
that's it, 100%.
And whatever it
Especially for the
takes.
bride.
I mean, that's what I've always usually say is whatever it takes to make her happy is what I try to do every day.
You laying it on thick today, buddy.
Oh yeah.
We love each other every day. We don't like each other every day.
That's a fact.
Now you know what? I like that. I like that.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's the truth.
I like that.
I don't understand how people don't. Like, I've been around some of my friends that they act like they don't even like each other. Like
Yeah, I see.
they
Some
act like
people
they're
stay together 'cause they
inconvenienced
think they're
being
too-
together. Like
They're too far in. They think, and you should never.
if
be
you are that
somewhere-
miserable,
Yeah.
go,
You should never
God.
be somewhere like that.
I don't get it.
I don't
Well, next time we'll have to do something. Just talk about the marriage and the chickens, because I really have so many chicken questions.
look, look.
Marriage and the
And-
children.
Listen, we just need to
What is
we
that
just
with
need to
you?
schedule a day.
But I
where
will give
can
you a little
come out,
preview of that.
and you can come
Whenever
to the
I say
farm.
I'm going to go walk my chickens, I don't put leashes on them and walk them.
Why?
Because that's 140,000 of them. You
I
can't.
mean, why? I mean, each one of them should get individual attention, man.
They do when they leave there. They go through that process of playing. They get some
Well, see, I didn't even
individual
get to tell you about how he fired me from the farm. I mean, we got
We'll do it on another
we got a whole
episode.
lot of things
Oh,
to just
another
talk about.
episode on this.
You
Yeah,
just
we gotta
load
talk-
up.
Oh, I fired her.
You
I
just
fired
load
her.
up all the stuff.
We-
You come out. We'll
have to come down
we'll
there and-
drive through the fields in a gator, and you can help us vaccinate cows and wild
Well,
chickens.
Because you know my brother anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We'll get you out there.
So my brother
scooping
lives
some cow
over near
manure.
y'all. I think he lives Fuquay.
Yeah, he
I don't know where y'all knew
Yeah.
each other from, but y'all knew each other. I think he said something about your first show y'all
yeah,
did.
I met him on the show. I met him on.
He said he was on an episode.
Yeah, I met him on.
I think it
the
was your
show.
very first
But
episode
I think
or
it was.
something.
I think he was in. It wasn't all worked up. I think it was first season of Lizard Lick,
Yeah.
and that's how I met him. And then the next time I seen him was at an event, and then
Look.
we talked about it. And he's just one of them guys you don't really forget. He's
No,
a good
he's
guy.
he's.
He's a good guy.
I tell you what, I love my brother.
Yeah.
That is,
He's my favorite.
he's
brother-in-law.
always been there
Is he
for
your
me if
own?
I needed
No.
help with anything
Okay.
or anything
No,
like.
he's absolutely my
the
favorite
greatest
brother.
brother you could ever ask for.
He really is a good
The
guy.
other one knows it too.
All right, so we'll have
Yep.
to do that. Next time we're going to talk about marriage and chickens.
All right,
All right.
sounds good.
Thank y'all for coming on.
Yeah,
We
do
really enjoyed
appreciate
it.
And don't worry, if we have to, we can find our way to Lizard Lick. I
Hey,
promise.
brother, invitation's always open.
Well, Jerry don't ever stop and pick us up on the way. I can tell you that.
Well, it's, you know.
Well,
I-
we know how Jerry is.
Yeah, well, you're gonna find out tonight at 6:15.
We love Jerry too. He's a great guy. He
I
really
do.
is.
He is probably one of the happiest people I know.
Jerry's a good guy, man.
Well, he's just so like even keel.
He's much happier now that he's lost about 175 pounds.
Absolutely.
I thought it was more like
I
205.
See, I was trying to be
Somewhere.
nice.
All right, that's it for this episode of Drop That Boom, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. And guess
Yes.
what? You just got licked.
Absolutely.
Drop that boom. Drop that boom.